Rohami to get up.
So, good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Statueday live chat. And this is our fourth chat. So, hope everybody's having a wonderful Saturday. So, good evening, everyone, and welcome back. Oops, a little bit of backbeat there. so what's everybody up to this Saturday?
We are
Lots
just
of alcohol.
yeah. Trying to get better at drinking alcohol.
So I'll say this, right? So of course, the more I drink, the more I want to talk over everybody, which I apologize. So I've hit a new low, right? So I started drinking early today, but not only is that my new low, it's I've watched 2 Fast and Furious movies.
Yeah, it's bad.
So I mean, can you go any lower than that?
Harry Potter.
Hey,
Can the normal person go any lower than that? I don't know.
wait, so you say you make fun of Harry Potter, right? So everybody loves Doctor Doom, but isn't Doctor Doom just a level above Harry Potter?
What?
Doctor Doom?
Yes. So Doctor Doom, right? So we've all watched the movies where he gets his powers with the Fantastic Four. You read the comics? That's not how that shit works. He got it all from he's more of a Doctor Strange type, right? How he's more of a wizard than, he's got special abilities.
I never understood his power set either.
It's all that majestic type stuff.
Yeah, he's got like an Iron Man suit.
Well, he wears the suit because one of his witchcraft spells backfired and he got badly burned. So then he did the suit of armor to help kind of hide what was going on and protect him.
Yeah, because he's got his face, he's like all burned up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never understood his powers either. I mean, I guess it's more the look that everybody's drawn to than anything else. Because I don't really remember doing anything really, I don't know.
No, he don't do nothing.
Wait. So I made fun of. I compared Doom to Harry Potter, but let's not get it wrong. He's a really, really cool villain. I mean,
you say so.
he made Storm. He put her pretty much in a statue, right? Which she's claustrophobic, so she's freaking out. She's sealed pretty much in statue form, and he's at the table, like sipping on a cocktail. Just like, oh, look at my new piece here. And then in Secret Wars, he tries to go against Galactus. Everybody else is like, let's ignore Galactus. But he's like, you know what? I think I could take him. I'm going to fly behind him and go exactly where he goes. So I'll say Doctor Doom, although he is a step above Harry Potter, he is a really cool dude. And he's underrated as far as what the movies have done to him.
All right, you just killed Dr. Doom for me, really.
I'm pretty sure there's some inferences that say that Lucas took inspiration for Vader from Doom.
Yeah, I've heard that trash a million times. They're not even fucking remotely similar.
Trash because
not even similar.
Has any input on that he's taken any input from anyone?
I mean, possibly,
I'll say this, Thor. I never compared Darth Vader to Harry Potter. That was just Jerry. I'll just let you know that.
Wait a minute, what? No, Doom's one of my favorite villains.
Moment of silence.
Hey, man. Everybody got their opinion.
So Ryan, what is your view on?
My what?
What's your view on Doom? I know he's not a robot. He's not
I don't know much
animated.
about him, to be honest.
Really?
I mean, besides, that he's got a weird power set.
That nobody really knows what it is?
Yeah, I didn't read a lot of Doom books, but what little I've seen, I was kind of like, I don't understand this guy.
No, he likes to drink a lot.
I mean, that I can appreciate.
Yeah, I mean, maybe
he's got a bunch of kids. I mean,
it only takes one kid, and you're an alcoholic.
Right.
You say so, Edwin.
Uh-oh. Edwin's bringing fire in the chat.
Who's freaking fire?
Edwin. Edwin says, "Don't hate Thor. Without
Capital,
Dr. Doom,
capital,
George Lucas
Edwin?
would not have had Vader."
Yep, it's all caps.
Oh,
So it must be true if it's all caps.
right. That means he's serious.
How can you tell?
How can you tell?
Yeah. Good point.
Oh, Hami.
Well, man.
Has
Live from the
arrived.
couch. What is up, my man?
Yeah, man. Got off work a little while ago.
Ooh, that's rough.
Not as rough as these shipping quotes for some of these fucking. Damn.
Shipping quotes, you say?
Yeah, man. You seen the shipping getting crazy, bro.
That's crazy.
Didn't you get a new Star Wars piece, Thor?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the one from the game.
Yeah, two.
Second
This
sister,
one
right?
and this one.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
right, the Vara or something, right? Or,
they were customs, right?
Yeah, both of them. This one.
How much? How was shipping? How was shipping on?
Well, this one I shipped myself. This one was 300.
That's not bad.
And that was to fly or like boat?
That was the fly.
Oh, that's not bad, bro.
Yeah, that was the fly. It wasn't that heavy actually. So
What is wrong with y'all? To say that
Boxing.
300 shipping is not bad?
I know, this is what we've become.
compare that shit to 650.
What's wrong with you? You say having a key trench is an alcoholic.
we all already knew that, right?
Yeah, we're in agreement.
Isn't that how we met?
This used to be an AA meeting, right?
Yeah.
I'm in the wrong meeting. I'm in the wrong chat.
I mean, compared to what the prices are right now in certain groups, I mean, with certain customs, you're looking at $600, $700, $800, $900 for shipping. 300? That's not that bad. I go to 300.
$900 for shipping, God.
Yeah, there's some. I think somebody got hit with a $900 shipping bill for a Prime 1 statue.
Mm.
Yeah.
So
But that was Europe, though. I think.
It was Europe.
That kind of makes
Yeah,
you second guess, like
But there
fucking
was,
getting a statue.
no, it wasn't Europe. It was two guys. It was the same statue, but it was two different guys. One was in Europe and one was in the States. And the one in the States was also like an $800 price tag to ship.
For air shipping?
Yeah.
Because I just paid $130 for shipping for a Prime 1 2-box statue from, but I got it by Econo shipping.
I tell you what, bro.
Yeah, but
I'm never
shipping
doing
is
boat again.
that's boat.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, the guy.
I'm never fucking doing boat again, bro. Like, what the fuck?
What happened with the boat?
It's like, it feels like never ending. Like you're never gonna fucking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like,
but if the
what
boat is,
statues
if
did
the
I
boat,
order by boat? You don't remember.
if the boat is 130 and air freight is $550, you're crazy not to take the boat shipping.
Yeah.
It's when the
Right.
boat shipping is $450 and then air
I'm
shipping
sure.
is $550 that it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I've seen like 4 different shipping quotes recently, and I haven't seen no fuck. I don't know what you're smoking. I don't know where you fucking what you smoking over there. Where the fuck you live? In the mountains? In the fucking mountains? I never seen no shit say 130 nowhere, bro.
Well, you want me to send you the receipt?
Yeah, apparently he wants proof.
130?
But that's boat
Jesus.
for Prime 1.
Oh, for Prime 1.
Yeah, it was a Prime
For
1.
2 boxes.
That's why I did plane, because this one it was 260 boat and it was 330 plane. I might as well do the fucking plane.
Yeah, that's what I see. Like it's just like $100 difference for most of the shit I get,
Yeah.
So Austin in the chat was saying that he would pay 200 to 300 more for a sculpted cape, right? So that makes me wonder, we're already paying a lot of money for a lot of these statues. Obviously when I first started out, statues were going for $350 and now they're $600, $650 on Sideshow. Are there things that you could do without to lower the price of the cost on statues?
Food,
Yeah,
maybe.
Food.
No, not food. I'm saying as far as
Well, art boxes for sure.
Art box, yeah.
art box, maybe a lesser paint job, or maybe more fabric tapes, or maybe
less switch outs. I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Keep the paint. Get rid
I
of.
don't know if I
switch
want less switch outs on a custom. That's kind of what I
But
like
is
about
it-
it.
is
But I
it-
understand where you're coming from.
Doing that? Isn't Sideshow already doing that? Like Storm didn't come out with no switch outs, right?
Yeah, but the switch outs when
Wait,
Sideshow
were we talking about
charges for them,
licensed?
it's like $15
Anything.
difference.
Anything.
What are we
Oh,
saving?
okay. Sorry.
I don't know. I like some of the customs when they come with several switch outs, but I think sometimes it's taken a little bit too far when you got 5, 6, whatever heads. That's like a lot.
Right.
I like maybe max 3 different portraits, but sometimes even the portraits, they'll come up with portraits that don't even make, like the custom Nightcrawler we're getting now, and I'm not too whatever about the whole beard thing with Nightcrawler.
Right. Yeah, it looks weird.
Yeah, so I feel like that's a portrait that I don't really need at all.
Yeah, but some people might like it. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean somebody else,
I don't think
So like with XM Studios, right? With Professor X, you've got him in the wheelchair, which is different from him in the hover chair. But then you've got an
Really?
option.
Isn't he disabled in both though?
Yeah, he's disabled in both, no matter what.
So you gotta speak arc though. You gotta speak arc,
But you've got an option A and an option B, with what you can get for that handicap bald guy. Do you think that that's how, like, that's the direction?
No offense to any
Or you mean just to do like 2 different statues all together and just do two different, like a variant type of thing?
Right. Like you can either, like how Sideshow does the exclusive and the regular, how it's a little bit more for the exclusive. Do you think that more statues should do that, where if you want, let's say, the different head sculpts, you can buy this version, but if you want just one head sculpt, go with this version and then lower the cost?
I mean, isn't that what Sideshow would do anyways? Like, the collector version, the collector will be like $20 less than the exclusive. But I kind of feel like Sideshow's just like, like I like what you were saying about the prices. Like, yeah, it kind of feels like the prices have gone up, but now they're still taking corners and cutting costs, but the prices are still kind of staying the same, right? So it's like you're still getting like now Storm, you're not gonna get an exclusive, but it's still $600.
Yeah,
so,
so let's back up. Let's go with Silver Surfer, right? So you got an awesome art box, and you got probably one of the best exclusive pieces that Sideshow's ever done. And it was still for a low price compared to Storm, which you get no exclusive, or a Doctor Strange where you get
that's a good point. Like, I don't even when you look at the price, like for like Storm, and like you look at the price for the Silver Surfer, like you got the whole Nova, and I'm thinking it was like $625, right, with the exclusive.
I think so.
$630, but you're getting like Silver Surfer on a board on the whole Galaxy shit, and you're getting Nova, and Nova has a fucking light up feature and everything, and then you're getting Storm for $600 with just her. That's it.
It would have been nice.
And the fabric cape.
It would have been nice.
It kind of feels like they're like you're getting less for you're getting less for your dollar.
I think it would have been nice if Storm had like some type of light up feature in that
base.
Base, yeah, that wind. Like she's supposed to be like in a windstorm.
Yeah.
Or creating a windstorm.
I mean, they're not basing the cost on what it costs them. They're basing the cost on what they can extract from us.
But you're still getting less, right? You're not even getting a switch on them.
Yeah, but they know that Storm will sell, so they're going to price it for what they think they can sell it for.
So you think they're taking advantage of the fact that they know it's going to sell, and not give you an exclusive?
Sure. Why wouldn't they?
Well, that's kind of fucked up, don't you think?
Well, but they're in the business to make money. I'm sure they're having some problems with certain statues that don't make a lot of that they don't get a high number of. So when they have something like Storm and they can make a big profit on it,
listen,
they're going to do it. They're going to make a profit.
I think when you're in a business like Sideshow or most businesses, right? You're in the business of making your customer happy, so you always have a repeat customer.
Yeah, but unfortunately, it's not that way anymore. It's going the opposite way of that.
And that's why people they're going different route. You know, they're going different routes. You know, and finding whatever they want to find, and not going, you know, sticking to one license company or whatever. You get what I'm saying?
I don't know.
No, it seems like we're just consuming even more. It's not like, okay, I'm down to one statue a year and I have to pick which one is going to make me the happiest, which company's going to, you know, fit the bill for me. I'm instead going, okay, I'm going to buy 30 statues in a year or
Yeah, but don't they call that just addiction?
Yeah, I think a lot of us suffer from that.
You do.
Yeah.
It's really a support group.
I think my bank dictates how many statues I can get a year based on what my credit limit is. But so we're talking about Storm, right? There's no exclusive. Do you think anything goes into that as far as the license that they get for that piece? Like, do you think the license dictates, oh, this piece you can't do an exclusive, or maybe it's if you did an exclusive, your license to get this piece and sculpt it would cost more?
I don't think so, because I think the way it works is that they come up with an idea or whatever project they're working on, and then they'll tell them, okay, then they'll tell them, okay, this can't go, or this has to be changed, or this has to be like this, or whatnot. You know, I think that's more of their choice of not coming up with, or maybe even the artist. It could be also the artist. It's kind of weird that Gene has, you know, a switch out portrait, switch out hands. Emma has a switch out portrait also. Mostly all of them have switch outs, except for, I think Jugs doesn't have a switch out.
Yeah, but she has the kitty.
Yeah, it comes with an exclusive. So I don't know. It's kind of weird that he didn't come up.
I think it's kind of like, you know, like even Cyclops, you know, it's like doors, like Star Wars pieces that he has back there. You know, it's like, you know, you get one of those, right? And even me, that I don't really collect Star Wars, you know, I see them with the lightsabers lit up. I'm like, damn, that shit looks sick. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I want that shit. You know, and I don't get to collect that shit. You get what I'm saying? So imagine it's like Thor, you getting one of those, like you getting one of those, and the lightsaber don't light up. You know, you still like it, but it's not like, you know, that lightsaber lit up. It kind of like, that's my baby. You know, that shit looks sick.
Yeah.
I think what's going on at Sideshow is market experimenting. They don't know. They don't have it dialed in exactly. And they're making some changes.
Nice.
That's why some things come with switch outs now and some don't. Historically, Sideshow has had the switch outs only through them, right? But market wise, that makes a problem for their distribution network, because people will want the exclusive and go to Sideshow instead of getting it through the distribution network. Now, from Sideshow's point of view, the distribution network takes a big headache off of Sideshow, and they can reach more people. So I think what Sideshow is doing is experimenting right now.
Let me ask you a question.
Doctor Strange, with the Cyclops, with the Storm, they're trying to see if it works better for them to go through the distribution network and not have an exclusive that comes directly from Sideshow.
Let me ask you a question, Jerry, because this is my thought about it, right? So check it out. So when you get like let's say you get Gambit or you get Rogue or whatever, right? Here's what I notice, right? I notice everybody hops like they go crazy. They hop up, you know, to the fucking the head touch the ceiling, right, to get the exclusive. And then when the exclusive sells out, Sideshow still has the collector's edition, right, on their fucking website for another 2-3 years, while everybody's going on fucking eBay and you know and buying the exclusives from eBay and whatnot.
Not necessarily.
While Sideshow's still stuck with all these statues that they can't sell. So I think that Sideshow is just trying to get rid of in a couple pieces the exclusives, so they could generally sell out their pieces. That's what I think.
Well, but the eBay sale is a second sale for that doesn't hurt Sideshow. People reselling their statues doesn't hurt.
What do you mean? Sideshow. What do you mean it doesn't hurt them? Instead of you going directly to Sideshow to buying the statue, you're buying the statue off of eBay because everybody's just
because they already sold that statue. They already made their money on that statue.
But they still have the regular version.
Well, then they picked the wrong number of edition size, and that's Sideshow's problem. If they can only sell 1,000 statues, right? ES is 1,000. The regular edition's 2,000. If they can only sell 1,000 of them with the EX, why would they make 3,000?
But you're still going back to they do sell out. Sideshow always sells out their exclusive versions. They just never sell out their collector's versions. So why?
Yes, they do. What Sideshow statue from 3 years ago can you buy right now?
Listen, man.
There aren't any.
Listen.
Well, yeah, there is. Hulk vs. Wolverine.
Hulk vs. Wolverine has been on that.
That's waitlisted. That's waitlisted.
No, but it was there for 3 years long. It was there for 3 years later.
It was there for like 3 years.
Okay.
So was Spider-Man.
That's
and Spider-Man. And Spider-Man.
And
Spider-Man on his hand.
And Phoenix.
Go right now and look at. Okay, so maybe it's 4 years. Okay.
Phoenix. You want me to keep on, or that's it? You want me to keep on?
No, you're right. There's not many. I'll give you that.
Sideshow sells out of everything.
There's been some
No, not it. Well, all the Darth Vaders haven't, except probably this new one will.
Captain America, I think, is still on there too. I think that came out 2 years ago.
They picked the numbers wrong. What? So all that does is reinforce my argument that they're experimenting with their marketing. They don't have it dialed in. They don't know exactly how many statues to make.
Is that an experiment, or is that just fucking up?
I'm still confused what Jerry's argument is.
I think it's experimentation. They don't know, so now they're changing their model from what it used to be for years, right?
So Jerry, let's say, based on what you're arguing, right? So let's say
I'm explaining. I'm not arguing anything. You You're misinterpreting my.
You were getting a little worked up. It sounded like
animation.
It sounded like you were probably getting a little.
Fire! I like the fire.
Just watch that hard. Watch that hard.
So
it doesn't make any sense. What you guys are saying makes absolutely no sense. Why wouldn't Storm have a switch out?
Wait, hold on. So Storm doesn't have a switch out. What do you say?
No, it does not. Why doesn't Doctor Strange have a switch out? Why?
Why would we know? How would we know?
He's
you're making tenuous arguments about it, and just as I am.
Okay, so then what's the difference?
So with my point,
because if you look at historically, Sideshow has had switch outs, right? If you go back 6 years, Sideshow had switch outs for 3 years and then 4 years, and then all of a sudden they started this. Well, let's try a statue without a switch out. Why would they do that?
Well, why would they also do a variant? Let's say in the Deadpool bust, we get the X-Force. In Hulk, you get the green and gray version.
But
and that's green. They stop.
But that's just to sell the same Hulk over just a different paint. That's just making money. That's a smart business. That's a smart business. And you're using the same shit you got. You're just making more money off of it.
Yeah.
But why not do an X-Force Wolverine bust? Why did they stop with Wolverine?
That's a good question, and I think it comes down
instead of pumping out more Wolverines.
Exactly.
I'm asking.
Another Wolverine comic.
Well, I mean, they kind of did, right? They did the Wolverine premium format, the Astonishing one, right? And then they pretty close to it. Was a year or two later they did Logan.
I just think that Sideshow doesn't really. That there might not be as much rhyme and reason to why Sideshow does things, and I think that a lot of it is market experimentation. They don't really know what's going on.
I mean, if you're in a business, you got to know some. You got to know what you're doing. If not, you're not going to stay in business.
So as far as the cost of statues, right? So they sell, a Storm for $600. So it's got no switch out. It's still $600. But if you look at, let's say, the Star Wars license, which, we're entering Thor's world here. So when you go to the Star Wars realm, not only do you have to have that license, but I would say most of the time, you probably have to get the actor's permission to use their likeness. So how is it that we get Star Wars pieces with the actor's likeness and all those license, and they still cost the same as some generic version?
I don't know exactly how that goes, but the only thing I can speculate is that when these actors are contracted to make these films, they have to sign some type of I'm assuming there has to be some type of clause or something on there stating that these things will be made in their likeness, when it comes to doing movies. So technically, they would be signing those rights already on.
Yeah, that comes with the reruns, whatever.
That comes with the films, and I'm assuming that's why they wouldn't have to pay, the actors to use their likeness. I think it's something that might be already stipulated in their contract when they film these movies.
So so again, just think about this logically. 5-6 years ago, statues cost $350, right? Do you think that the cost of licensing has changed much in the 5 years for Sideshow? Or do you think that Sideshow has said, hey, we can charge $600 and these people still pay, so let's make the price $600 instead of $350?
When it comes to Marvel, I bet it's both. Maybe certain franchises, they have raised it a little bit.
Because Galactus doesn't have any switch outs either, right?
Right.
Jesse, this is another thing I was going to bring up, which I couldn't remember which statue it was, but Jesse brought it up saying that the Logan Collector's Edition sold out before the EX.
The cable too.
The cable, yeah. I know there were certain statues where the Collector's Edition sold out before the EX did. So it's kind of weird,
Well,
that's only weird because that's the way you buy. You buy first with the EX, and then if you can't get it, then you'll settle for the collector's edition.
No.
A lot of people go right to the comic book store and buy a statue.
Exactly.
If it's popular enough, the collector's edition will sell it first because those people don't know to go to Sideshow to buy it.
No, but look,
that's fair.
What I'm saying is that the collector's edition sold out before the EX even sold out, and it was. He actually wrote it in right now where it says the collector's edition was $2,500 and the EX was.
Yeah, but that's because of the stores. The stores are the ones who distribute those.
Yeah, but see,
it has nothing to do with Sideshow direct sales.
Yeah. So honestly, if it will be like within reason, those should be the ones that should sell out first because those are the ones that are being distributed to stores.
But how many stores sell these statues? It's not many, and they're not going to sell 20 and 30
Yeah,
each.
but there's a couple.
When you go to Teats and you see that they have a collector's edition statue, how many do you think they have?
Yeah, one
or two. They don't have 3, 30, 40 or whatever or 20.
Yeah, but how many?
And not
states,
every store.
Yeah, but how many states? How many states are there in the in the U.S. and how many different
Yeah, but look at Miami. How many comic
he really wants to know, Barbara. How many are there?
Yeah, how many are there?
No, but think
but
about
there are places that sell lots of multiples of Sideshow. I think Big Bad Toy Store carries Sideshow. They can only sell collector's edition. Collector's Zone sells Sideshow. He can only sell collector's Zone.
Yeah, but with cable, I bought the.
That's somebody I know off the top of my head. I'm sorry if that isn't somebody that.
No, I get it, but then
Ryan.
Same conversation.
Listen, I love you, Jerry. Okay, and you need to reciprocate the love.
I will, but when I get some tone, you'll get it back from me.
But then we go back to where
what? I didn't catch
Sideshow, if Sideshow still has the EX,
trying to figure out what you meant by that.
Why would the collector's edition sell out, regardless of stores having them? I go to a store and I see a collector's edition. If the EX is still available on Sideshow, I'm not going to buy it from the store. Even the collector's edition.
But not a lot of people know what Sideshow even is. So they just go to a comic book store and they just see it and I want it. That's it.
It's not that hard though.
They go to a mall. People go to a mall and there might be a shop.
But when we first collected, we also didn't know where they came from, and you automatically saw in the box that said Sideshow, and you looked it up.
You don't always see the box though.
Huh?
You look at the bottom.
You don't always see the box. I think.
Yeah, when you see the box, it says sideshow.com.
No, I'm saying you don't always see the box. Usually
just go back to the numbers, right? Just go back to the numbers. If everybody bought like us, Sideshow would only make EX. There wouldn't be any collector's edition, right? They wouldn't. They make 2 times the amount of collector's editions as they do as the EX. If everybody went to Sideshow to buy online, why would Sideshow even cripple themselves by having a statue that they can't sell to the people that know about Sideshow?
I'm assuming that's PJ that just joined.
You woke me up, yeah.
Right? They have to be selling through their distribution network. They have to be selling a lot more than they sell directly through Sideshow. They got
Jerry, I bought my cable through Sideshow. I bought it when it first came out. the exclusive was still available. I had no intention of displaying that Deadpool hand.
Dude, I didn't
so
either.
I bought the collector's edition
sorry.
while the exclusive was still available.
Yeah, but I think if you ask most collectors, they'll say, given that it's only usually $20 more or whatever, just in case they ever decide to resell the statue, they would go with the
1,000%. It's always easier to.
Yeah, it's like you're a collector. It's like you're a collector. So you know that whole phrase, you know, the whole word, the exclusive, like that draws you in. You know what I'm saying? So you want it, you know, because it's exclusive. It's limited. It's more limited or whatever.
We just want more for your money, you know. That's the way I see it. And the resale, you know, other people think the same, so it's like F it.
Yeah, I don't believe I have one exclusive piece
reselling. So I don't. You know,
are you getting the new Darth Vader Thor?
No.
Yeah, I don't think you need to do that. IS one's dope.
No. Yeah, I don't think I got one exclusive.
So that's Thor, right. Do you think? So as far as let's say having the actor accept, you know, their sculpt, their likeness of a piece, do you think that the custom groups do a better job with actors' likeness than the licensed group?
No,
not really. No.
Suck. I mean, look at all the Star Wars.
They're improving. I can show you. I'm gonna sing you something that was gonna change some shit in your mind.
But like, it's got to be 50% of the time, right? If you look at all the Star Wars ones, at least.
I mean, in the past, yeah, they kind of suck. But like now, they're starting to they're starting to get it, you know, and like stuff that's coming looks a lot better. Like I would like with this one, you know, it doesn't look like her at all. But whoever he got after this came out is like nailing them. You know what I mean?
Oh,
and then even NYC, he sent us a render of the Iden Versio, bro, and that shit is amazing.
Okay,
like, I can see in picture. But
who did the Luke one? The one you have a picture in the group, in the pick group.
That's
just Luke. I didn't like that one.
Yeah, and it's okay.
That's not awful, but it's yeah. And I'm not. It's harder to get a likeness of a real person than it is a comic book character. I mean, to give people credit, it's not easy.
Yeah.
Right. Thor, do you have a preference over, let's say, a character that's been in a live action movie based on a character that's been in Clone Wars or so, like either the game or the cartoon version? Do you have a preference whether you prefer a likeness of the live action or the cartoon version?
Well, obviously the live action one is more impressive. You know, I think the cartoon version is a lot because they're blockier a little bit, and you know, it's a cartoon, so I guess you have less detail that you got to do. So I mean, obviously the real live actor likeness would be more impressive. You know.
Yeah. But of all the Ahsoka statues that you've seen so far, and they all seem to be pretty much mocked off of her in Rebels or Clone Wars. You think the sideshow one stands at the top? Just using that as an example, since that's like a CGI character.
It's up there. Zynar got a nice one, but I
is that the one from the last season where she's on top of the thing? That one's cool.
Not that one. The one with the Vader mask on the ground. That one's pretty good.
Oh, I don't see that one. Okay.
And the one
is that the one with their belly showing?
Yeah, the one y'all didn't like.
That one actually didn't look that bad. I saw it in Junior's video, and I was like, that's
you see it in person. It's pretty sick.
I don't like the belly.
The one on top of the table is cool too. You know.
Yeah.
That didn't sound right either. But
I see the one from the last 4 episodes.
Yeah,
the Order 66 happens. Yeah,
right. Yeah,
that one's pretty dope. I thought Sideshow did a great job though. If for some of them, you know.
NYC is coming out with one from Mandalorian. So and he showed us like a picture of like the trees that they're sculpting. And he was like, he put 2 sticks next. He's like, which one is a real branch?
I saw that picture.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was the okay.
Yeah.
The comparison.
So I want to see that one when it comes out.
Yeah, I guess Star Wars is probably, I mean, it's a completely different universe because, you know, when I look at, let's say, a Black Widow statue, right? Like, I would much prefer the Black Widow statue that looks more like the comics than the movie version. Because, you know, movies, you know, time passes. I would say even as big as the MCU is, that, I mean, it's going to stand, you know, people are going to remember it forever. But I still think, I would put Star Wars in a different category as far as those movies compared.
Well, it's
to the
movies
MCU.
first. It's from the movies first, so that makes sense. The source material is the movies.
Right.
Yeah.
Even though Star Wars has comics,
Come on.
I would imagine most pieces you probably want to stick to the movie version of them. With comic statues or superhero statues, you want to stick more to the comics. At least with me, that's always been the case.
I thought you were talking about the guy with the jaw mask. Yeah.
My Spider-Gwen, she looks more comic version. I prefer her over, her looking like an Emma Stone from The Amazing Spider-Man, which is the best Spider-Man movie, hands down. Andrew Garfield for life.
So I saw Jerry's comment about shipping prices, and
so let's hear about that.
We're all getting bent over a table and just rammed brutally.
Oh my!
And I say me, and it's like only once or twice for me, but the rest of us, I mean, it's rape at this point. I'm just saying.
I mean, Ryan, if I have one more drink, if we want to find a table somewhere and bend over, I mean, I'm totally game if that's what you're saying.
I'm not there yet, but give me a couple.
I'm not there yet.
Maybe a couple of years in.
Yeah, I need some more mixed drinks. My sippy cup.
It kind of makes you look at Sideshow $600 for some, be like, oh, I'll pay that shit all day. Like that ain't shit. I'll pay that shit for like that's nothing.
I think that new Storm looks great. I just think that the hairline bothered me.
No, I like it.
It didn't bother me.
It could be a prototype thing too. Sometimes they fix these.
Well, one of the friends in our group said he heard it was proto, or it was production.
But didn't Nova had the same issue? The Nova on the Silver Surfer had the same little hairline issue. Did that come?
Yeah, it's very. I can bring it up.
Yeah, it does have a little bit of a hairline issue.
Yeah, but she's a little bit different, right? Because her hair actually lights up, so you need to take out her hair. So it's gonna look.
We're talking about the hairline.
Yeah, but still, I mean, you take out the hair.
You can still light up, and something that's not.
Yeah, but you
can't take it off. You can't.
You don't take out the hair.
No,
it's the battery pack's underneath.
Oh, I thought it was in the hair or something.
I don't pull the hair.
Well, the lights are, but you can't access it. It's all glued together.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought the hair actually came
It's one piece, isn't it?
The hair is a couple pieces, actually.
No, I'm talking about the Nova is one piece.
Yeah, she's all glued together.
Yeah,
all glued together. Yeah.
I mean, before that, she was probably multiple.
The glue.
But the body, you can see the body was cast separate from the hair, and then the hair has a couple pieces.
I saw that on the Storm. Here, I'm going to show you guys because I saw that when I was looking at the pictures. And her hair is also in a couple of pieces too, which is kind of weird on the back view of it.
Oh, right there. Look.
Yeah, there's that big part in the middle.
Yeah, what's up with that?
No,
split there in the middle.
Wait until you see it in the back now. Hold on. Let me go to that.
I never even noticed that shit.
Look at the back. Look at the split right here. You can tell that's just.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I feel like anyone could fix that with just. I mean, well, I shouldn't say anyone because
it's
probably the last of us who could do that. But
yeah, it's not something you can see because it's in the back anyway.
Well, but I think the front one kind of bothers me.
I don't. But that doesn't bother. So her right side doesn't bother me. I think it's her left side of her.
Her left.
See, it's straight. That's the only part that bothers me, and it's not a make or break because I've already got number one, but for everyone who wants the number 2 Storm, it may be an issue. No, but it's a little annoying.
You see that line in the middle? That shit bothers the hell out of me.
Which one?
That line on top of her head bothers the hell out of me.
But that may not be there. You're talking about it's not straight, so that's good.
This up here. You see this thing right here?
Yeah, so when you point to the screen, we can't see it there, buddy.
You talking about that split right down the middle of her head?
I'm showing Barbara.
I know how it works. Okay.
Dumb shit.
By the way, I work with a guy who actually tried to do that. And I was like, dude. No.
I mean, I'm still getting her. I'm still getting her,
No, but literally, we were on a conference call, and he tried to double-click within the video, thinking that was going to be interactive.
I really like her baby.
And I was just like, Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah, you don't mind that it's blue?
No, why? What do you mean blue?
It's blue.
It's water.
No, I don't think it's water. I think it's supposed to be like air.
Yeah, but it looks like water.
I said the same thing.
Dude, honestly, I don't care. I think it makes the statue.
If it were water, it had like white. It would have like white tips, like
that part doesn't bother me. I think that actually makes the piece more interesting to look at. To be honest,
she has some junk though, boy.
She looks great. That floating effect is perfect, man. I think she looks great. The only part that bothers me is her sideburns or whatever that shit is on the side of her head. On her left side. But I mean, you can easily get over that, dude. I mean, other than that, she looks great.
I like the paint job on the suit.
Yeah, the silverish white pearl or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's like that pearl color.
It's good.
Yeah.
I wonder, like, if you see like the gold around her cape, since it's fabric, will that shit over time? Have you ever seen pictures of the Miss Marvel? You know, where that her fabric thing, you know, it cracks. Like
the original suit, Miss Marvel, where it's like a weird lightning bolt. Yeah.
Have you ever seen pictures of it where the fabric is cracking? I wonder if the gold around will start cracking over time like that too.
I don't think that's. I mean, I don't know.
Maybe if you're constantly posing the cape, like a different angle.
Well, like the
thing is that I don't think
the
it's
Miss Marvel. The Miss Marvel is just a suit on her. Like, you don't touch it really, and it's just over time it just started cracking for a lot of people, you know.
But is it that?
I'm looking up more of Sideshow's older statues, not to prove Jerry wrong, but I'm just curious how many are actually still in stock. I'm being honest, like I really am. I'm curious. Like, is Colossus still in stock? Because it doesn't look like it, unless I just looked it up wrong.
And that's only a calendar.
It's still there. What the fuck?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's newer, right? But like they still have Wolverine, which I think's 2 years, but it may not be 3. And they have Captain America, and they do have Thor, which blows my mind because that Thor. I mean, I sold mine, but I would take it to the grave. That's a fantastic statue. And you know me, I don't like statues when their necks are turned to one side, but for that I like it. You know, because I always feel like it looks weird. Like with the new Hulk, Hulkbuster Maquette, it looks weird the way he's turned. To me,
yeah,
and I'm no anatomy expert either. I just don't like the way it looks.
Obviously,
that's
you're an expert.
I mean, I look at myself in the mirror, so that anatomy is great.
So Ryan Sideshow would have that dialed in with whatever their business model is and holding statues for a certain amount of time. You'd think by now that they would be able to say that, okay, 4,000 Wolverines, if it takes us 3 years to sell them, we can deal with that. Or we can't, and we're going to have to adjust that number down.
But I just want to do this service, do the community service. If you guys ever want to see the #1 Storm, let me know. I can take pictures.
Which one's that? The OG?
Ryan, do you need me to send you the picture?
Ryan, I'll help you out. I can definitely take pictures too.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. See, we got Barb. We can help you guys out if you guys want to see what could have been.
If you want to see the #1 Colossus, he can show you 2 of them.
Yeah, it's like Doublemint gum.
I didn't know Ryan sold his XM Colossus and got the Sideshow one.
Oh, funny guy.
So Ryan,
well, hold on. I got a question for you. Do you have? Oh my gosh, have you seen the original? Have you seen the OG one, Colossus?
And
I actually like it better than the newer one.
The fabric on it always kind of weirded me out.
If you can get one that's in pristine condition, man, it's pretty sweet. I like it a little bit better. To each his own, though.
Yeah, I kind of like it too, to be honest.
So Ryan in the chat, he's saying fabric capes equals meh. And then, of course, we had, I forget who it was, talking about they would pay an extra $200 to $300 for a sculpted cape. Do you think that companies should start to do maybe 2 versions of that? Say you can get option A, fabric cape, like how Prime 1 did with Hush Superman. You could get option A with a fabric cape or option B with a sculpted cape.
I think that always leave you back into the whole thing where one of them is going to sell out and they're going to be stuck with another one that nobody wants, you know, for a while, you know. I think
maybe make it made to order like XM did.
I want to say thank you to Roger Deadpool Pool for the super chat.
Oh, that was nice, man.
We love you too, man.
What, that means we all get $1.98.
Mark, I don't think made to order works so great because, especially with Sideshow, because if they can if they can deal with storing statues for years, the made to order, people aren't going to order right away. And if they can take 2 or 3 years to sell out a statue, making them all at once and 4,000 of them and paying the lower price per unit, it's going to be way better for them than to, if you do a made to order, it's only going to be the statue maniacs that order right away.
Ooh, I saw that. I got that.
Which, Jerry, I agree. Like with XM, the whole made to order thing, like
they don't do it anymore, so I guess it didn't work, right?
Well, I bought Sandman, I bought Gwen Stacy, that are XM. I want to get, some of the other Sinister Six.
But those aren't really made to order, though.
No, that's what I'm saying. Is I have the option to get those later on. And then they did Scorpion and Doc Ock that were made to order. Well, unless I want to pay double what they cost originally, I can't get those.
Yeah, but that once again reinforces. So the ones that you're talking about, their edition size used to be $9.99. They couldn't sell $9.99 of them, and that's why you can still buy those. So they went made to order. They went completely the other end of the spectrum, and they said made to order only. And then Storm came out, and a lot of people didn't order her. So XM had none in stock. They sold out, and now everybody wants it. But so now that's why they're somewhere in between made to order and 1,000 edition size is somewhere.
But let's say with Prime
XM sweet spot.
With Prime 1 Hush Superman, it wasn't made to order, but they did both cape options. Can you still get the sculpted cape? Because I know the fabric
sculpted cape sold out first. Sculpted sold out first.
So both of them are sold out.
Yes. Was one released before the other, or was they all released the same time?
The fabric came first.
The fabric was released first.
Yeah. So I thought the sculpted was okay.
So
I wanted that statue for. Do you have that statue, Jerry?
Yeah.
Oh man, where is that?
My office.
This is not your office?
No, this is my home office.
Oh, you have it in like your legit. Oh, your work. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
Did you get the fabric or the sculpted cape?
Sculpted.
Okay.
But I won it. I won Barb and Ohami's from an auction.
Oh, I forgot about that shit. Oh, you see the swiper?
Hey, you snooze, you lose, man.
I didn't even know. I had no idea.
Jerry, is that you remember that Blue's Clues? There was a little character called the Swiper or something. I think it was in
Dora the Explorer.
That's Jerry the Swiper.
Dora the Explorer, not Blue's Clues.
Was it Dora? No, it was one of those two.
Damn, the fact that you corrected her is even worse.
I got too many kids.
You're like, actually.
That is why that I can drink so much, because I know the difference between Blue's Clues and Dora the Explorer.
My kids haven't watched that since they were babies, and they're teenagers now, so I don't
know. Now we know what you do when you're lit.
Swiper. Yeah, you see, look, Jesse just said swiper, no swiping. That's what they would tell her. That's what Dora would say. It was Dora, yeah. She would say swiper.
But what's worse is I've watched the live action Dora the Explorer movie.
Is it good?
Not really.
I mean, that's a no, right? Yeah.
I would expect that, though.
Hey, if we're talking about kid movies, like I said, I posted it somewhere. Go and watch The Wish Dragon. It's funny. It's on Netflix. It's like an updated Aladdin version. It's funny. It's very funny.
What is it called again? The
Wish Dragon.
Wish Dragon. Oh, I think my kids watched that.
It's
I don't think I'm going to be taking recommendations from entertainment from somebody who's been drunk since 12 o'clock in the afternoon.
Hey, it's 12 o'clock somewhere.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I forgot about that, Jerry.
Ryan, you're gonna get that? You're not gonna get that store from Sideshow?
No. We already went over this.
You're whack, dude.
I'm whack. I already got it. I've already got this Storm. What do I need?
No, he says no, but he's gonna end up getting Storm. Wow.
No, I didn't get Cyclops, jerks. Okay, that has been true in the past, though. I'm not gonna take that away from you.
I haven't got it. Taking pictures of it.
Huh? You took pictures of it? Give me a break.
No, when we get the new Storm.
Yeah, who's gonna take pictures of it?
Which comes back. Oh, you know what? You just reminded
me. You guys got the new Storm?
Yeah, I'm gonna get her. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Listen. So when is this auction? Because listen, I'm looking back there, and I feel like all your Spidey stuff has to go. I'm not trying to buy any of it. I'm just saying that, like, I feel like you have to get rid of all that. By the way, that Phase 3 Wolverine looks dope. I didn't realize how cool it was until I saw Barb's pictures of it.
No, what, the Wolverine?
I'm sorry, Ohami's pictures of it.
Which? Oh,
I'm waiting for.
wait, which one? The Wolverine? I haven't taken pictures of the Wolverine yet.
What's the next auction, Jerry?
I don't know. I didn't do so well in the last one. I think July 4th, maybe.
July 4th. Why do y'all keep picking holidays? Like, pick a day that people.
So that we can.
There's people home who will be buying it. I mean,
so we can give away our statues for dirt.
Right.
But like, I think July 4th. I mean, I'm going to be outside.
No, I was kidding. I was kidding, Art. I'm not selling. No more holiday statue sales for me.
Listen, I love auctions. I love auctions. I'm addicted to fucking auctions. I love auctions.
Yeah, he has a bad addiction to auctions.
Yeah,
Jerry, I was there with you. I was going to get the Batman Shogo.
Yeah, that was a crazy deal.
I had no idea.
There was an enabler called the Swiper here.
Master Swiper, don't get it right.
I remember being in my terrace and getting a phone call, and I'll like, "Oh, there's an auction. Oh, wait, hold on." I'm like, "Who are you talking to? Who just called me?" It was weird. It was like a phone call, but it came through Facebook, and
I had to return the favor. Ohami turned me on to these comic book auctions, and I've spent too much money on them, so I had to return the favor. That
I wish more people would do like statue auctions, you know. But I get like, oh, you don't wanna.
Why don't you do one? Because you need to sell that shit anyway, dude.
I'm not fucking stupid.
No, it's a fact. If you think you're gonna keep all those statues, then you are stupid. Or are you gonna just sell them regularly on the side?
You have no idea the things this guy comes up with when he starts to run out of space. I mean, look at the fucking
like,
table.
Do our kids really need a better? I mean,
he just brought that little table. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna put a little table right here, and then put the Wolverine right there." I'm like,
that's good though. That's like a centerpiece. I mean, Alejandro, man.
Hey Thor, do you ever join in on statue auctions, or is there a Star Wars group that auctions off pieces? I would imagine not, because I think Star Wars collectors are a different breed of collectors. Like Star Wars people never give rid of stuff.
No, I mean, not that I know of that there's any auctions, but again, I'm not the normal stuff. Like most Star Wars collectors want everything, like creatures, ships, every fucking thing. Me, I just like Sith Lords, you know, like that's it. As far as buying shit, you know, I mean, I like other shit, but you know, I get the troopers, a couple a couple of Mandalorians, and then that's, you know, good. So
this is Darth Treyas, the one with the purple, the female to your back left. Is that a female?
Yes.
Your back left?
Yes.
Is that just the books, like Legends?
That's from Knights of the Old Republic, the video game.
Was she in that? I didn't remember. Okay.
She is the dark philosopher.
Yeah, I remember when Thor posted the picture of that when it was still in the concept, where we were all talking about how we have no idea how they're going to make all the
floating. Yeah.
And it seems like that was only yesterday, and now he's got it in hand behind him.
Did you get that from Junior?
I did, yes. Very secret Imperial mission.
So, yeah, I thought so. But did he just sell it to you, or did he just?
No, we exchanged pieces.
By the way, he is the nicest guy.
Yes, he is.
I really like that dude a lot.
So Thor, with your stormtrooper on the speeder, are you saving that piece for maybe an ultimate trade?
Speakers are on.
That's
me. I would have traded that for this trade. Yes, I would have.
Yeah,
I would have.
Is there anybody that you're looking for that you don't have that you're willing to trade that piece for?
Not really. Not anybody else, I don't think. Nah.
Have you gotten your second Emperor Guard?
Yeah, I had them both the first day I had both of them.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we don't mess around.
I got to stop drinking so much. I remember watching you unbox them and everything, but I don't remember two of them.
Yeah, I took both of them out. Pause.
Dude, I didn't understand that pause thing. I didn't understand that pause thing when you guys were doing it at first.
Yeah, now you got
a minute or two. I was like, oh shit, yeah.
You gotta pause it for it.
Yeah, I was like, all right, I like that. Yeah. You know me being all old and like unhip and shit.
No, I didn't know either. Like King was doing that. I was like, oh, okay, that's what he's talking about.
I like that. I dig that. You know.
Yeah, that's actually pretty funny. I got Asad saying that shit too.
So, Alhami, if we did statue auctions, would you only be a buyer, or would you bring stuff to sell too?
I mean, I'll always sell stuff, but I'll sell like the stuff I really don't like want anymore. You know,
like every Spider-Man statue.
No, I'll probably put some. I'll put Spider-Man.
I feel like you're gonna have to sell Spider-Man and your Cosmic section to get all your POs in.
I feel like eventually you're gonna figure out that you have two Colossuses when you're looking at the same fucking statue. Just I don't know why.
It's already happened.
You're gonna fucking sell one of them for half the cost that you bought it for.
He's gonna just go.
Not that one. But it has happened. I mean, you're right about some other statues for sure.
But I don't think.
Go ahead. Sorry. What am I gonna do better? No, tell me what I'm gonna do in the future, Jerry.
No, Alhami.
Jerry Sadamas.
I was gonna say Alhami's gonna go out and buy 4 sets of bunk beds and make his kids all live in one room before he's going to sell the statue.
Yeah. I feel like there's a non-PC term for that I shouldn't say out loud.
I thought it was going to be a joke towards Ryan, but he completely caught me off guard. It was a joke for Alhami.
I mean, would it make you feel better? Would it make you feel any better if I buy him a fucking trailer and put him in the backyard?
You could do that, and then you could use it for camping. If you wanted to go.
There you go. It'd be mobile.
You could let him sleep in the house if you guys wanted to go out and go camping.
Nah, I got a mobile one like Art.
Wait, or if we're talking about trailers, was that a slam towards me? Because all of my statues are displayed. I'll say that, right? None of my pieces are in a box.
None of mine are in the box either?
I don't think that was the joke. I think it was something to do with trailers.
Somebody called Big Dick.
Yeah. Somewhere, somehow, like if you ever watch anime, he's sneezing because we mentioned him.
I think he's midway through a roll of paper towels.
He probably is at this point.
It is the weekend. It's his hangout club night.
Oh yes.
So most of y'all collect multiples of the same piece, right? So of course, space is a huge issue. Are there characters that you're willing to double up and keep and get rid of characters that you only have one of, but you don't care as much for, to make room for another piece?
Colossus. I mean, I did that with Colossus for now, and I guess Sabretooth too.
And yet you don't have a Sinister statue that's worth it down.
Neither do you, bitch, or an Apocalypse.
Oh,
you literally collect X-Men heroes, you jerk.
Listen. I got
DC and horror.
I got my Mr. Sinister already paid.
Oh, that's me. Where is he? I don't see him.
Gotta pay for it. You know this.
Well, I have a Sinister here too, and you're saying I still don't have one.
You know this.
Well, shit, you can't see him now. Now you can see him.
And as far as the Apocalypse is concerned, I'm waiting for XM to come out with theirs. I'll probably just get XMs.
I might get that one too if the portrait looks right.
And then you're gonna sell the one you have for like half the cost?
No, I bought it for retail. I'll sell it for retail.
Thor, do you have any? Do you have any doubles?
Can you kick him off, Barber?
You can throw it in the auction.
Ooh, I would do an auction.
That's what I'm saying.
Alhami just wants an auction so he can get it for lower than retail. That's his only reason for wanting everything.
If it gets it out my door faster,
listen,
not too much under retail, I'm down.
Listen, I say we all do a list, right? Do a
DCX auction, Thor.
That's what I'm thinking.
I'll even man the keyboard if that helps.
We all do a list. Statues that we might want to throw in the auction. Doesn't have to be no high end shit, and we do like a DCX auction.
And may I ask, what statues are you planning?
Who last, right?
I think not.
I call it Mysterio.
We can do Mysterio.
Hey, Jerry said he'll buy you Mysterio.
Jerry. We can do Mysterio.
We can do that, Wolverine.
Yo, I just got it from an auction.
You got him for a good price.
I think that's a good idea. We do an auction. Let's do an auction.
Fine, okay, I'm down for an auction.
So Ryan, this is good. Yeah, you'll be down. So what you gonna put in your auction? I'm curious.
I'm not ready yet, but I would. I'll have a couple. I mean, I've got that one anime piece over there, which you can't see.
Wait, is that next to your 3 anime busts that all look the same but different hair color?
Listen, the hair color sets them apart, Ark. That and that 2 of them are fake.
Can you imagine that guy going into like a hair salon and be like, I'm so mad, I want my hair dyed purple this time?
Yeah.
So somebody wants to know what we think about the
Yes.
Buster.
They already announced the ES already?
No, he's asking what we think it's going to be.
Oh.
1,500.
3,500.
2,000.
500.
Is there an exclusive or not?
500 on it.
Wait, how
500.
much is it? It's 14. It's expensive, right?
Yeah,
1,500.
So we're talking. There's no ES. Is there an EX?
I,
750.
no.
I say 750. Wasn't that?
I'd say 2,000. Yeah, I think I'm with Jerry. 2,000 or 2,500.
I think it's gonna be like the Juggernaut, like real low.
Like, that's what I'm thinking too,
Like
for sure.
Juggernaut or Thanos on Throne.
And
Or Gladiator Hulk.
Berserky says 9,000. That's hilarious.
I don't think that. I think that's gonna be another piece that's never gonna sell out. So why make so many of them? You know.
Do you think it'll be like Hulk versus Wolverine? How it
I
stayed
actually,
on the website forever?
I actually think the Hulk vs. Wolverine will sell a whole lot better than the Hulkbuster and Hulk, because the Hulk vs. Wolverine is like a kind of an iconic. You know, you got the Hulk 181 shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that, I don't know. That Hulkbuster is like, if you want a Hulkbuster, bro, you should have got the XM one. You know what I'm saying? And that's it.
That's the way I feel.
You know.
Or the QS or the Queen Studios now that it's up.
Yeah, there you go. Go for the Queen Studios.
I went with
the movie shit.
I mean, it's crazy price, but
I don't want the movie shit though.
yeah, that's true. That's
But with
like it
Iron
doesn't-
Man,
it
I
doesn't-
think you can get away with it. I think with Iron Man.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
I think-
Yeah, because the suits. That's a good point, because the suits do look better than the comics. I thought.
Yeah,
Like the one from Civil War is still my favorite Iron Man suit. It was 46. Yeah, 46. Mark 46.
So George in the chat, he's asking if anyone's going to purchase any life-size Iron Man. So
negative.
No, fuck
let's
that.
kind of expand on that. So are any of y'all ever interested in having a life-size anything in your collection? Like as far as head to toe, not like a life-size bust, but a Stormtrooper or an Iron Man or a Colossus.
Archangel.
Would you ever get a life size? Would you ever get a life size statue of Darth Vader, Thor?
I couldn't get it while I was living here, because that thing is like 6'7", 6'8".
What about like a half scale?
I don't think I want the legendary.
Big, right?
I would want if somebody put a gun in my head, I would say the life size instead of the. You know, I think I would like the Han and Carbonite life size.
Oh,
Really?
that's cool.
That would be cool.
That takes up more room, doesn't it? I mean, not depth.
But you can kind of mount that to the wall, though. I think.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
So
That'd be cool if they had like a lifesaver, like one would have like the lifesaver, like and light up and shit. Like
yeah.
that shit'll be fucking dope.
You know what?
You go in the fucking room all dark and shit, and he's there with a lifesaver.
Well, I know his chest box and all that stuff lights up. He doesn't have a saber. I mean, he has a saber, but it's not. It's on his belt. But
Yeah.
that'd be cool. I just couldn't have it while I'm living here.
I don't know. I think when it comes to like scales, because I've seen a lot of like
Open up the ceiling, bro. Just
no,
Yeah.
like life-size busts.
Use the lightsaber.
Like our friend and stuff. He's got a ton of life-size busts, and I feel like the sweet spot when it comes to statues is like 1/3. I think that's the sweet spot when it comes to scales. I don't know.
Wait, you're talking about statues or life-size busts? I got confused.
Statues, I think.
Well, I've never seen a life-size.
I agree with you. So I think like that clown, that half, the clown is like way.
Yeah.
Well, so like I'd say, like instead of, especially in the Star Wars universe,
even half scale is also very nice. Like the Pennywise, but like the little bus, like they're nice, But when it comes to like half scale, like when it comes to life size, I don't know. I don't like them too much when they're so big.
See, I like what Taylor did. How he did his own Kylo Ren. Like he got a mannequin, and it's kind of like a cosplay costume to put in his collection. Like to me, I think especially like a Darth Vader. Like it seems like you could buy the ultimate Darth Vader costume and put it on a mannequin, and save yourself thousands of dollars over getting a true life-size sculpted statue.
Yeah, you're right. I actually, to be honest, and it's weird. I'm saying I think actually the Boba Fett one is the coolest one out of all of them, because all his the shit on his chest and the rangefinder works and all that stuff. So
and he's got the nice color scheme too, which is nice.
Yeah. So that's.
I still love my Maul.
Oh, Maul that's a sick bus, dude.
I even got the Diamond Select one. They call it a half scale. It's small in that. But the little half size. Have you seen those half scale busts that General Giant does?
Yeah.
I got there of Darth Maul too, just because it was a different pose.
Junior got the Kylo, and the Kylo one is really nice too.
Dude, Kylo looked best in episode 7, I thought. That was a cool look for him.
I didn't like that Halloween shit he had on in the Force Awakens. I like that the cape look for him looks to me.
It's completed the look, right? Yeah.
I just always thought it was stupid. You wearing a helmet and you got a hood. Like, what the fuck is the point of that shit?
Right.
Yeah.
I thought it looked good with the hood up, but I see your point. I mean, it's kind of redundant, right? Yeah.
Like I was completely against Kylo Ren in the beginning because I thought he was a whiny little bitch. But when that third film came out of him, I thought he totally redeemed himself.
He was cool in the third film.
I completely I loved him then. I was like, all right.
I thought he was cooler, but I didn't feel like he earned the redemption. If that makes sense.
I thought he did.
About the character.
I mean, he pretty much gave his life for
after he took the life, though, right?
Wow, the Batman Who Laughs from Sideshow is 7,000 ES.
Are you fucking kidding me?
2,500 EX and
you still think they're experimenting, Jerry? That just seems like a bad mistake.
I don't think they're stupid. I don't think they're making good choices, but do they have any marketing data that could support 7,000?
That sounds like they literally threw dart at a board and they were all right, 7,000.
The Punisher was 7,000 too.
Well, 7,000 together with the exclusive is 2,500 and the collector's edition is 4,500.
What the fuck?
7,000 total, yeah.
For that set. Ugh.
Yeah, but it's 7,000, right? But it's not like they're gonna have 7,000 statues sitting in their warehouse, right? They do it in waves.
Yeah, I think they do it in batches.
That's why, like with Juggernaut, how I wanted to get it, I had to join a wait list, and then my wait list converted. And after I bought it,
I can hear you, PJ.
It went back to pre-order because it was the next wave of statues coming out. So I don't think they're going to have all these statues just sitting in a box.
I like it. I actually want to get it.
I like that joint too.
I actually want to get this Batman Who Laughs.
It's pretty cool. I mean, you see the base with all the faces in it?
Yeah, I did. So I don't like the XM because I just don't like it at all. I don't like the portrait, that funky portrait they came out with, and I don't like the wings, and I don't like the Queen Studios. I think it's way too busy. But I like this. I think it's nice. The colors.
I don't think the Prime One will ever be beat. Personally.
Yeah, I don't like that base. I mean, it's all right, but
no, the Prime One. That's the top one, but this doesn't look bad at all. I actually like it.
It's actually based off the Rafa Gassaretti cover.
Yeah, it's the cover, right? Yeah, it looked like one.
If you guys check out his art, it's like super awesome.
PJ, I want to check out your art. Welcome to the show, man. I missed you.
What's up, guys?
What's up?
Sorry, I've been having some. I couldn't hear you guys earlier, so I was trying to figure it out. I'm in my bed. I'm tired.
Tell me about it.
I mean, if Jerry was talking, you didn't really miss much.
Yeah, I think he talked for the first 2 hours. No, I'm just kidding. I was like, oh, he's still talking. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm kidding, Jerry. Jerry, I love you.
Yeah, just kidding, Jerry.
I think Jerry might be froze. There you
go.
I thought you were frozen.
You got resuscitated.
So, Bart, are you interested in Queen Studios doing a Batman Who Laughs bust?
Who,
yes,
me?
No, maybe.
Yeah,
yes.
Oh, I didn't hear the part where he said Barb. That's why I kind of broke.
A Batman Who Laughs bust? Oh my gosh, that's way too creepy for me.
No, I don't think I'd be interested in it, honestly. I'm really not a fan of busts. Like I really like statues, like full.
I'm a fan of the right bust.
The right bust. That's not like
wait till later, PJ. I'll be over in a minute.
The thing is that I've seen like when we go to our friend's house, he's got a ton of life-size busts, and they just don't, I think they're cool looking, but they just don't really do anything for me. I don't really.
If I had that Wonder Woman bust, it would okay.
Yeah.
I feel like that's something like the bust is something that for someone that likes to collect them, not like to have just one or a couple here or there,
I agree. I thought about the Boba Fett bust, but I'm like, man, it's gonna take up a lot of room, and it's gonna look weird if it's just by itself. I don't know. So
plus, those bust collectors are really weird. Strange individuals.
So Thor, you got 2 new statues that came in.
Yeah, those are one of them had a hand in creating, and the other one we had to go in a secret Imperial mission to obtain in the night. Yeah, this one.
Yeah. Darth Treya.
Oh yes, the Dark Philosopher.
The sabers came out nice on that.
Yeah. It's a good, very good concept. I like the. I was going to say the Night Sister, the second sister.
Thanks, homie. That's my baby.
Yeah,
I gotta have her neck painted though, but
Yeah, I like the helmet. Turned out great.
Sure.
Yeah, that's supposed.
So Thor, these pieces that you had a hand in, do they mean more to you than most of the pieces in your collection? Like let's say the Kylo Ren unmasked portrait, right? Like that piece is stunning. Like that should have been part of the statue. It should have been a swap out. You killed it on. It looks incredible.
Oh, thanks, man. I mean, I didn't do the sculpt or anything, but I kind of 50% had, it was me and the guy.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, we wouldn't have it if it wasn't for you.
Well, that's true. This one, I mean, I hate to say this one too, because I was telling the guy, I said, dude, we need this. He was like, I don't know. And I showed him some pictures. He's like, all right, let's do it. So, and so this one really start to finish. I was big time.
Being Second Sister?
Yeah, in the Second Sister. Yeah. So
which company? Or you can't say it.
I mean, it's Zion Art,
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So
they're definitely not shy.
Yeah.
And see, this is what I think customs should be. Making these pieces that the license company won't do. Right?
Yeah, I don't see him making this one. That's definitely.
Exactly. I mean, you're not out there, making 16 different Vader statues, right? There's so many different Vader statues that can be made or have already been made. You're making the pieces that you don't think will come out, or they made a Kylo Ren statue and they didn't do the unmasked portrait, so then you kind of, help make that possible type thing. I think that's what customs should be. I don't think we need 800 more Wolverine statues or customs. Keep making the Thing statues or Doctor Doom. Let's get other Fantastic Four characters, or let's get
more Magneto statues.
It'd be cool if it'd be cool if
Magnetos.
I think so.
I was gonna say it would be cool if customs actually, instead of making like 1,000 Wolverines over Venomized something, if they kind of like thought outside the box, actually made like a Mr. Fantastic statue, right? Where he's like elongated, right?
Mm-hmm.
And doing something pretty cool, or like Sue Storm.
I'm here elongated. Wow.
Oh, God.
I would accept.
Look at this shit here.
Oh my God.
No, I think I would so like.
What if they were Venomized steampunk Star Wars characters?
Oh my
gosh.
God.
Would that be the ultimate?
That could be a slightly better than just Venomized.
Yeah.
We got a term we use on Friday night called abomination.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gross.
Don't get me wrong. Some of them are cool, but it just like it gets like tiring seeing the same stuff. You know.
I get tired of seeing venomized.
Venomize everything. Even Hot Toys is jumping into the venomized bullshit. You know.
Yeah, they're doing Groot, right?
Yeah, they did Groot, and I think Iron Man they did a venomized thing. It's just like, oh come on, really? Over here too? It's just like venomized is everywhere, you know?
Yeah.
But
I feel like venomized would work great for PVC.
Yeah.
Or Kodo or something like that.
Yeah, but you know, there's only so much venomized I could take. It's like,
I'm with you for sure.
Oh God!
Wait,
here,
tonight?
Venomized Transformer. Here we go. Okay.
Oh no!
I'm telling you, I'm waiting for a venomized Venom. That's going to be the ultimate statue.
Yeah, right?
Double Venom.
Venomized Venom.
Everybody's venomized with Venom, right?
Yeah, but
I thought Art was waiting for a venomized tree.
He's wearing a Millennium Falcon shirt.
He said that I was thinking that Art was waiting for a venomized trailer.
Hey Jerry, to go back to ones, you said 2 or 3 years.
3.
Shit, hold on.
Yo, Ryan, do you still have your cable premium format?
Yeah, both of them, the XM and the Sideshow.
Oh, okay. I'm actually thinking about picking up the cable, just the regular edition. I could get it for a pretty good price. So
nice.
Yeah,
it's heavy. It's a thick one, man.
Yeah,
I was surprised how heavy that statue was.
Yo, by the way,
it's pretty heavy.
So I'm getting Silver Surfer on Monday, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and here's the thing: is that like, why is the shipping $70 freaking?
That's how much mine was.
No, but okay, I went back. Yeah, but I went back and I looked at my previous order. Did you know how much Juggernaut's shipping was?
Ooh, was it 85?
It was like 85 or 90 or something like that.
Yeah.
How is that possible?
Well, Juggernaut is bigger, so you know.
No, but Silver Surfer is 70. I'm like, what? Oh my gosh! I'm just saying is that like how are I don't know. Geez, man, like seriously, it's like if you don't have to order or get the EX, try to go through like a local comic book store and try to get the, like for Storm, like there's no EX. I am definitely going to try and get that through like a local comic book store or something like that to save on tax and shipping, because that is just insane. That's like another like $100 with shipping and tax. $120.
Yeah, it's killer for sure.
I'm like, geez, man. Like, can you imagine like if you bought like 5 statues? That's like all that is like another. I don't know. This is me. Yeah. It's crazy.
That's like I was thinking about using my points towards getting the first Sentinel Dio, and I think I've got close to 700 points or reward points from Sideshow. But I was like, even still, if I use those, once I get taxed in the shipping, I still have to pay a crazy amount for that piece.
Exactly. And it's just like what, and then Sideshows now, like they're trying to like limit the amount of rewards codes points that they're giving out, right? You have to do some BS with like games, or I don't know what they're doing now to get the rewards codes points. So it's just like now it's just like I don't know, like it's just getting harder and harder to like order these statues through them, just because it's becoming like super expensive. It adds up. It may not add up like the first 2 statues that you get, but then maybe like the 3rd or 4th, and you're like, wait a minute, like I could buy another statue with all this like high shipping prices and taxes that I'm paying.
Right.
Yeah.
For sure.
I don't know. So, I was just really shocked when I saw the shipping. I was like, $70? I was like, oh my god!
It's worth it, though.
I know. I haven't got the statue. I'm not complaining, but I'm just like, oh my gosh, is this crazy? What's next?
It's a really, really nice piece.
Yeah.
But I agree. It's like whenever they can take an inch, they're going to take a mile. With the cost of everything. I don't know if they're just like, hey, we can charge more so people will pay more, or if it's the license costs more, if it's shipping costs more, so they're trying to raise the prices to cover that or whatnot. But so I saw a post not too long ago. This is going to be for PJ and Thor, the Star Wars people here. So I saw
I know what you're.
I have 4 statues, you jerk.
Ryan, I don't care about your opinion though. So it was like a what if version. Like if Leia had joined the dark side, would y'all ever get a statue that was part of that what if? Like if Leia Leia,
absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know why? Because it's basically almost like a mythos statue now. You know.
And it makes her more interesting.
Okay, cool. Because I know what's it, Disney Plus? They've got that what if. Show that's going to come out in the near future, and I'm curious if they're going to make statues based on that what if, and if people will be interested in getting them. Like,
didn't they announce, or was that a rumor that there was going to be a Star Wars what if type series?
It's coming.
It's coming.
I thought I heard that. I thought I read that somewhere.
Oh wow! Because I'm curious how many people would buy like the Captain America that's if he joined Hydra, right? Like a Hell Hydra Captain America statue.
Oh, from the recent series, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
they made a custom.
I saw the costume,
Yeah.
I saw that custom too. It was pretty cool.
Say it again.
Well, there was one that was the Hydra cap that looked really, really bad. I don't know which one was that. Well, who made that one? But I was just like, oh, that doesn't look good.
Is there a certain what if story that you would like to see done as far as Star Wars is concerned? Like you would like to see a character go a certain way that you don't think that they'll do?
For me, I think it was basically it's like what if Anakin actually beat Obi-Wan? That would be a really cool what if, you know.
Oh yeah.
I'd love to see one. What happened to Anakin if Qui-Gon has lived?
Oh, that would be cool.
You know?
Oh man, Ryan, I should have asked you or included you in the questionnaire. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Because
you're not all about robots and anime, huh? Are you?
Yeah, I've got layers, you dick.
Actually, speaking of layers, I did see those layers of Ryan when he came to Tim's house.
Yeah, baby.
A lot of layers. By the way, Ryan, dude, it was like seriously like I thought it was like I forgot the name of that movie where like there was some guy that was like trying to bully like some dude and like he stood up and he's like super tall. Like that's how that's how I met Ryan. Ryan was sitting down. I'm like, oh okay, Ryan's never mind. He's like 7'5".
I remember I had to duck or I was gonna knock myself out in the Tim's room at that one part where he comes down, the ceiling comes down a little lower.
Yeah,
I think it's the gateway or whatever.
I was like, oh shoot.
His all black bathroom?
The what?
Downstairs?
I don't think it was. He never showed it. I think he was. I don't know if he's done anything with it, but I know he wants to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait to go to his man cave and see his all black bathroom that's got a Michael Myers bust like sitting in it. Like I think that's the ultimate thing that I want to see in an all black bathroom.
Yeah. But wait, who's getting anyone's getting Storm here?
We are.
Yeah, they are.
I am too.
Nice.
I thought you
I'll probably
Roger said the Hush Batman coming from Sideshow was 360, I think he said.
Mm-hmm.
The shipping.
Really?
Coming from Sideshow, yeah.
He's got the 1/3 one, the same one I got.
Yeah, he said shipping is crazy through Prime 1. Hush Batman is 360. So I asked him if that was both, and he said no, that's coming from Sideshow. The black one is in stock.
I miss when shipping was like $30. Like my He-Man statue was like $35 shipping. And I remember the Prime 1 Venom that I got from Sideshow. I think I got it at a sale or something. But the shipping was like $100. I was, oh my gosh, that was awesome. You know, and it was 2 boxes too.
Are y'all excited about the He-Man cartoon coming back?
Yeah,
I'm excited. I'm definitely gonna watch it.
Yeah, I don't know about excited about.
I'm excited, but I feel like it'll be enjoyable.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched that stuff growing up.
Yeah. I'm excited for the Bad Batch, which Thor, we got to talk about it on Sithcast, man.
I think I'm a few episodes.
That was Arnold Schwarzenegger showed up again with the Predator scream, bro.
Yeah, dude.
And outside with the Fruit of the Looms at 6 a.m. in the morning.
It was perfect too. I was gonna say, you know what? I was thinking like, because now like I have that character's first appearance in the comics, and like that comic is like going up in value, which is
so is a certain statue too.
I'm sure.
It is.
Yeah.
So are there certain statues that, and this is for everybody, that you have in your collection that if they reached a certain price for sale that you would sell no matter what?
No, not really. I mean, we have that custom Venom that I think at one point was like $4,000, and I mean, I don't really care to sell it.
I think I would have a hard time hanging onto something if it got to, if it got astronomical in price.
If I had that gray Hulk that everybody be talking about $10,000 for, that thing be gone in 5 minutes.
Well, let's say, so with Thor, like obviously Gray Hulk means nothing to you, but let's say that the XM Darth Maul that's behind you, right? If that piece reached, people are willing to pay $4,000 for it, or what price would it have to reach before you're like, it's gone?
I don't know. I don't want to say because then people will start PMing me.
but there is a price, right?
It'd be tough, man. I guess it's like $5,000 is kind of hard to say no to,
Right.
But
and for me, because like I've never sold a piece, so because I've always been. Now, I mean, I love every piece that I have in my collection, but the idea of, or the thought of boxing it up, shipping it, and it arriving broken, right? I think that's everybody's fear, is you shipping a piece and it arrives broken. So then you either got to take a loss or have it shipped back. So then you got to pay for it to have shipped back, and then you got to have it fixed and whatnot, and all that stuff. So, I mean, I've heard of some people where they sell a piece and it's, they get excited because everything went so well. So they continue to sell a piece and sell a piece. It's almost like in my collection, I'm so terrified of that what if factor that everything that's with me, it's pretty much, it's going to be here until I die. I mean, that's the end result.
Well, especially, it's funny you picked that one because that one's notorious for being broken, showing up.
So, right. You traded with Junior for Grievous, which that's another piece that's
another one. Yeah,
breaks constantly. So
we almost lost him, by the way. I mean, that's a funny story too. That motherfucker almost didn't make it.
So is that you didn't shut the door all the way, or?
Bro, I went over because my mom, Junior, I was gonna surprise Junior because he loves my mom, right? So I took my cousin and my mom, and I went over. I got my cousin first because she lives closer to me. Then we went to go get my mother, and Asajj Ventress was gonna put some shit in the back of my truck where Grievous was. Then she decided, "No, I'm not gonna do it." So I had the door open. We got to talking, and I pulled off, and I forgot I had the fucking door open, and we got like into traffic. And Asajj was like, "Where this fucking breeze coming from?" She turns like, "Dude, the door's open." I was like, "Holy fuck!" And so with my shit, you got to be in park to close this door. So I had to like pull over, and luckily it didn't move, so I closed the door. That was like terror when she said that shit. It was like fuck, because I still didn't realize it. You know what I mean? And
that was Grievous.
That was Grievous. I mean, he didn't move.
That statue's like no, wait, that was the Scout that had the other problem in transit, right?
Yeah, that was when the guy.
I was gonna say.
Stop. The guy.
Yeah, I was gonna say this thing's cursed otherwise. But
So Jerry, what I was saying is that I think he'll get it faster because Prime One ships their stuff first, while they get their stuff ready to send out to Sideshow. Then, because I've always noticed that people that order through Prime One get their stuff first, and then the people that have their orders through Sideshow get them last.
He's talking about the version 1 Hush. It's in stock right now at Prime One.
No, I know, but he was getting it through Sideshow. That's where the shipping.
I mean, it's in stock at Sideshow. So Sideshow would ship right away, but Prime One, if they have it in stock, they'll put it on a boat.
Oh, it's in stock. Okay, I got you.
I love that statue. That's all.
Like pre-order.
I think that's the perfect Batman.
I like it too, and I think if I were him, I would go with the black version. If you're going to go with that crouching one, I really like the black version of that one.
I like the blue one better.
Do you?
I like the extra color.
Yeah. See, I think I agree with Ryan. I like that blue version. Like my first Batman statue that I got was the modern age Batman, which is the blues and whatnot. And I wanted so desperately bad the life size bust. I wanted the blue version to go with it. Couldn't ever find it, so I settled with the black version, which I love the black version of the life size bust. But those blues, I think it makes everything pop so much that I wish I would have gone with the modern age blues. And I feel like it would be the same way towards that Hush Batman crouching piece.
Yeah.
If you're into that kind of thing, Batman, whatnot.
I gotta say that, like, Prime One's really like kind of killing it, man. With some of their pieces that they're coming out with.
Yeah.
But like that Jon Snow game, I'm not into I like Game of Thrones, but not like that to pick up a piece. But that Jon Snow sitting on the Iron Throne was like super sick.
That's pretty cool.
It was, but it's like, it's the same with movie pieces, right? So you get a movie piece, and it's like, how long does that piece stand the test of time, right? And not only that, but you got Game of Thrones, which was awesome until the last season, where he sits on that thing. Like, I think Jerry said it, right? You get 8 seasons for him to sit on the throne for 10 minutes?
Yeah.
So then they have a statue made of him, and it's so many of these statues. I feel like it's like, what are you doing? You're 10 years too late. Like with all the Dark Knight, or not Dark Knight, the Nolan trilogy, right? Like I feel like if I see one more Nolan trilogy, Catwoman or Joker or Batman, like I'm gonna drink myself to death, which I may do that anyways.
So just a regular Saturday night, right?
Right, it's Saturday night, Tuesday night. I mean, who's counting here? But I feel like it's that time is come and gone, right? We've got 2 other Batman since then. We've got another Joker since then. You're too late. Why not make these movies or these statue pieces when the movie's coming out, or while it's at least, in the spotlight? So I can't. Which I'm biased because I'm not really a movie statue person. I prefer a comic version, unless it's. I mean, Star Wars is, like I said, is a different world. Star Wars, you're going to get a Star Wars piece because that's stands the test of time, right? Star Wars is forever. Not like a.
But
how many statues of Luke Skywalker? Like, there's only one Luke Skywalker. You're not getting 3 or 4 actors play Luke Skywalker, so it's different.
Yeah, so I I was like, I'm in the same boat. I'm a Joker. Like, I love the Heath Ledger Joker. Like, I think he's like the best Joker out there. But the thing is, like, there is like that market where people are just like in love with that Dark Knight trilogy. Like, that's like, they don't read the comic books and they're not really into Batman, but they're really into the Dark Knight trilogy. So, like, I think for me, like the Joker movie, that one, like the more recent one, I think that one's a little bit out. Like it's a little bit too much with that. It's like that Joker, they're making like a statue for every pose in that movie, which is like, okay, well, do we need every pose in that movie? But with the like the Dark Knight trilogy, like the Selena Kyle on the Batpod, which I think is sold out on like Spec Fiction, which surprised me. I mean, that is just unique because it's an actual statue of a Batpod. Again, like there's a huge market of Batman or Dark Knight trilogy fans and collectors, and most of them I feel like are over in Asia and a lot in let's just say it hits both markets, like the Asian market and the North American market. So I don't know. That's why I feel like Queen Studios and some of those companies out there in Asia are like trying to tackle that market, and the reason I'm basing it off like what I see with the Hot Toys collectors, right? Like with Hot Toys collectors, there's like, the one things that's popular are the Iron Man figures, the Dark Knight trilogy figures, and maybe some MCU. But in the top two, if I had to pick, are probably the Dark Knight trilogy and Iron Man.
Yeah. Like I said, I mean, it was a good movie. I just
PJ's
it's so late.
Like, man, fuck your response.
I will hear nothing. I'm out of here.
Mic drop.
He's like, "Eat a dick, bitches," and you're like, "Wait, I wasn't like that though."
But how do y'all feel? Like, are there certain statues that keep getting made that you're just like, really? Do we need another one of these, or is this the time has passed?
Wolverine.
Well, for me, it's Magneto, but
what? You're roping in customs, right?
Oh yeah.
Because he's much more overdone in customs than he is licensed, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe not as far off as I'm making it sound, but I'd still say you'd agree with that, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I mean, it would. I think Sideshow could pull off a classic Magneto, and not oversaturate, their market.
Did you not like their recent one?
I like it. I have it.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that one too.
But I think
what about
hold back on that because it isn't the classic costume.
Yeah, it's got like the venting and shit. They modernized it a bit.
Yeah, it doesn't have the purple underpants.
Oh shit! Yeah,
Thor, do you feel like there's a character that's just being made way too much that every time you see one, you're like, really? Can we stop?
How much time you got?
Sorry, guys. I keep hitting the back button, and
I've done that.
I'm like, oh my gosh, here we go again.
What other statues are on Sideshow that would come in 2 boxes that's big? Because Roger asked me to check on my account and see what the shipping would come out for on the Batman, and I get the same thing. It's $316.
Yeah, I got 302.
They must be passing that. Maybe the shipping's catching up to them.
I'm trying to compare here, but I need something to compare it to that's in stock that's big enough.
It's going to have to be Prime 1. Swamp Thing was insane, but Swamp Thing boxes are way even bigger than what that box is, I'm sure.
Yeah, I remember Wait, for the Sideshow or Prime 1?
Prime 1.
Yeah, I remember Junior showing me on a chat. I was like, dude.
I backed out of that because it found it local because of the shipping cost. It was $360, $370 or something like that.
Did you get the EX and all that shit?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Where's he displayed?
Austin in the chat. When
he's in my workshop room, right
we're
next to
about pieces that have been made over and over again. Austin's talking about Joker and Harley.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
Oh god, they just get her. Yeah.
I think Harley especially. They're doing every different pose, outfit that they can.
See, the thing is, like, for me, like with like some of these companies, well, with Sideshow especially, right? Like when you look at some of their older pieces when they first started, it was like a good variation, right? They had Lord of the Rings. They did, with Star Wars, they did like pretty much everything. They had Admiral Akbar, Buzz. They, like it was just like they took chances and they took risks. And then now it's just like, okay, we're just gonna play it safe, Which I get it. Like they're trying to be more mainstream so that they can get the casual collectors as opposed to targeting the hardcore collectors. But and there they are like trying to like blame customs for taking a lot of their customers. Well, dude, it's your own damn fault for not making or not being how you used to be when you first started. And again, I don't know what the licensing issue or what goes into that, and if they had to make a certain amount, but
isn't the Prime 1 Lobo, the deluxe, isn't that come in 2 boxes?
Yeah, Jesse's right. The Juggernaut comes in 2 boxes.
Yeah, the Juggernaut came in 2 boxes.
So does Gladiator Hulk.
And how much is that shipping, Ryan?
Yeah, shipping. If anyone, like if I were to order the Prime 1 Lobo, the deluxe, that the shipping on that is $399.
Jeez.
Whoa.
That's the one that everyone got pissed about, right?
Yeah.
Prime 1.
We're gonna get killed.
Chopra.
We're gonna get killed on
okay.
Batman Joker Dragon.
Yeah, you guys are gonna get. Yeah, it's gonna be bad.
Wait,
It might be
Ryan,
3 boxes. Huh?
It's
Right.
3 boxes.
I said it could be. I don't know. I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's 2 boxes.
What's up, PJ?
I was saying, how much was your Hulk
Yeah,
shipping?
I'm actually navigating as we speak to try to find.
Oh,
it.
okay. But
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? Like, damn, $90 for a Juggernaut, 2 boxes. They're not like tiny. They're huge.
Yeah, they were big boxes.
You know,
I'm
so
getting for a Juggernaut. I'm getting 132 for shipping.
For which one?
Juggernaut is 132 for shipping.
What if
Oh,
it has
now.
to do with dimensional weight versus actual weight?
Wait, is Barb?
That's
What are you
great.
adding? Barb, are you doing you're looking through your status of what you did pay or what you would pay?
No. I'm adding it to my cart and going to proceed to checkout.
oh yeah. So so the shipping increased because it was $90 for me.
Yeah.
So it's like a 40 something dollar price hike.
But those boxes are shaped very different from Prime 1 boxes. They were much more cubic. They were the Juggernaut boxes. The length, width, and height were much closer to being equal. Than the Prime 1 box has one really long dimension. I wonder if it's playing into dimensional weight with UPS, if that's part of what's causing the problem.
Yeah. Well, I mean, everything's kind of going up now, so.
Especially with
but this was before COVID. With
I got something for you that's got long dimension.
Hey y'all, I'm being paid. They got to take out
Your ass.
they gotta take out Jabba.
All right, man.
Have a good night.
Later, Thor.
Later, Thor.
What did you say, Dr. Swiper?
I said your ass.
Well played.
Wow.
It was
Hey.
$80 for both Gladiator and Hulk. I'm looking through my past orders.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Yeah.
So
That's nothing.
Renzi was asking what was Sideshow's first statue. Does anybody know what that was? I know they started.
It was in Patient Zero.
Was it Patient Zero? Like I said, I knew it was. Type pieces.
Yeah, I think their first figures were like horror figures.
And then Renzi doesn't have the answer.
And then I think maybe Patient Zero is the first. I don't know. That's a good question.
When did they do all the like the Frankenstein bust and vampire and all the
selling Bowen before they started their own line. So
Yeah.
What
are we gonna go back to? Is that what he's at? Is that the question? Is when did Sideshow officially do their own?
Their first statue that they made.
That's
Ferenzi said he thought it was the Joker statue. He's way off.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, I saw that someone, maybe it was Sick One or somebody, that the Iron Studios Joker already came out.
What?
Didn't they do an unboxing?
Was that
Joker?
What they did today?
Yeah,
Didn't Thor just post it on the website on Facebook?
That's pretty quick, huh?
Really?
Didn't it come out? Didn't it come up for PO like 6 months ago?
I thought that was Prime 1 that they unboxed today.
Oh, maybe. Let me go look.
They didn't make another one, did they?
It had the
Iron
Joker
Studios.
with the skin pulled back.
No, that's the Iron Studios one.
Who knows? He watches everything. What was
So
it?
I went on Prime 1, and they have the black Hush Superman, and I was looking at the shipping quotes. So economy would be $402, and standard shipping would be $559. So
my gosh!
Yeah. So I mean, think about, I would probably pay the $559, just like what, $160 difference, just to get it.
America says it was Iron Studios, the Joker.
Okay. Well, I was going to say is that
Ryan says Joker Dragon was just delayed again. Man, I'm thinking of switching my Joker Dragon back to Prime 1 and doing economy shipping if Sideshow's going to kill us with this domestic shipping on that.
Yeah, I would.
That economy shipping is
I don't
such a
even know
drag.
It takes forever, but it gets there.
Yeah, for me, I'm getting to the point where I don't mind waiting anymore. Like, I'm not gonna let like FOMO kick in and make me want to get these statues early.
Yeah. The nice thing about the econo shipping for Prime 1 is there's no tax on it too.
But
yeah.
Oh wait, it's pending for me. So I canceled my order recently for the Prime 1 Wonder Woman Rebirth. You know that one, the anime-ish one.
Yeah.
That a lot of people don't like. I feel seem to be one of the few.
I like that. You canceled
it?
Yeah.
No, I canceled it on Prime 1 so I could get on Sideshow.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Sideshow, like I waited like 2 or 3 weeks and I got nervous. I got the FOMO kicked in and I was like, oh, I should just get it now. And then Sideshow, like 2 weeks later, maybe it was 4 weeks later, they put it up a little later than some of the other ones. That when they usually it's like 4 weeks after from when I could figure that Sideshow put on their website, and this was like 6. So anyway, but yeah, so then I canceled it, and I was like, all right, but I'm looking at my order, and yeah, shipping is pending, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah. I don't know. For me, like, I don't know. I know, like, like some of the shipping for some statues, like, for that XM Hulkbuster, like that's like $800, right, or something like that. Like,
I think it was I think it was expensive. I thought it was $500 or $600, but I may be wrong.
Yeah, but still, I mean, that's a lot of money. It's like another statue.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just for me. Like, I can't pay that much.
Have you ordered any? Do you have any X-Men on PO or Star Wars right now, PJ?
No. Oh wait, yeah, I do have the Revan and the Malik.
Oh, both nice.
Yeah, I'm getting the 2-pack.
Were you able to do that bundle? Okay, cool. I was gonna say the bundle saves you a little bit, right?
Yeah. XM nothing. I mean, I was looking into that beast, but I was just like, I don't know.
It could go either way on it.
Yeah, like I don't like the one with the glasses.
If I'm able to get this last level one, I'm just gonna. I may just sell my. I'll probably sell my PO for the X-Men one. I'm the Franco one is the one that I may be able to get if this guy.
Oh, did you PM that guy?
Yeah, I just did, and he's gonna check for me how much shipping.
Oh, I PM'd him too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The sniper's on the prowl. The sniper's on the prowl.
No, it's all's fair in business, man.
Hey, I'm happy when when he swipes it back from you, because that's how I feel.
Comics. I totally understand because it's fantastic. But.
Yeah. Hey guys, I gotta head out because I'm tired and my phone's about to die. So I'll be on the. What's up,
PJ? When's your next show?
Probably tomorrow.
Tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I was gonna say, hey, I'll be on the chat, in a bit.
Cool, buddy.
Hey,
happy Father's Day to you, bud.
Yeah, happy Father's Day to you guys and to Ahami
and everyone.
Love you guys. Jerry.
Hi, thank you for coming.
See you, PJ.
I'll be in the chat though.
Hang out with us, man. For sure.
Yeah. All right, later.
So the fact that you know about this is literally all Barb's fault. So if I don't get this is Barb's fault. That's
he posted that this morning.
No, Barb's the one who posted the image of me
getting
on it, right?
I saw it on Facebook.
Oh.
Which image?
Never mind, it's not your fault. The image that you said, "Hey Ryan, I see you."
Oh,
I'm not saying you did anything wrong. I'm just giving you. I'm playfully giving you a hard time. I'm not.
I posted that on the chat.
Yeah. No, I'm like it's.
Why did somebody beat you to it?
Jerry might beat me to it. All the time,
Wait a minute. I didn't post what you were talking about though. I didn't post the actual the actual post. I just posted your conversation where you said something. So he doesn't know what group that was. I don't believe that was. I don't think I screenshot that whole part.
I saw it on a BST or something. I saw it this morning.
When did you PM this guy?
This morning.
Oh, you're ahead of me then.
But he never got back to me.
Oh, he didn't even message you back?
He messaged me back and said, I'll check into it.
Oh, really? He told me, he said, I'd rather sell to someone young and youthful. That's weird.
Oh, wow. Well, I guess it's all yours then.
I actually PM'd him like a half hour ago, so you're ahead of me.
That's dirty.
Should give it to you.
So speaking of old and dirty, ATV in the chat, he's asking what what does everybody think about the Loki show? Have y'all been watching the Loki show on Disney?
So I love the first episode, like him waiting in line and being like, "There's 2 fucking people here. Why don't you take a number?" Like that shit was funny. The second episode, which it looks like it's going to be, can we talk about spoilers on this?
I mean,
fuck them. If you haven't seen it, turn the shit off. But,
I mean, all 2 people that are watching, they can.
But it's like you don't know if it's a female Loki or if it's Enchantress. And when I saw some of the videos online that actually had her name, and it looked like it might be Enchantress, which I actually think makes more sense,
right,
than just female Loki, because it's like, oh god, what are we doing? We have venomized everything, and then we have she everything,
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So Loki's not Tim Hiddleston?
Yes.
Tom Hiddleston?
Yeah. Wait.
Yes. Have you not watched the show?
No.
Of course, Jerry hasn't watched it. It's
you
after
watch fucking Man of Steel, but none of the MCU movies.
I watched Man of Steel because these guys harassed me about it. They told me how great it was.
Harassing you about? Have you watched any of the X-Men movies of late?
No.
Okay, so you didn't miss anything there. But MCU movies. Did you watch any of the Captain America movies?
How dare you?
Huh?
I watched the first one, the one with
Evans.
Elrond.
What?
That's the Red Skull. Didn't Elrond play the Red Skull? Oh no, the guy from Matrix. Yeah, the guy from Matrix.
Oh, is that the same guy? You're talking about using Lord of the Rings name?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't fucking know that shit. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, you don't know Lord of the Rings? You haven't seen Lord of the Rings?
No, I have. I don't remember the elves' names.
Jerry hasn't even read Lord of the Rings, so don't let him fool you here. He's not a diehard Lord of the Rings.
No, it's because he wanted those hours of his life back, so he just watched the movie.
Well, the movie's good. That's so you don't need to read the books there.
I think I read Hobbit. That's it.
I read the Hobbit. I read the Hobbit like back when it came out.
My mom's like, "You want to read C.S.?" My mom's like, "You want to read C.S. Lewis?" I was like, "No, that sounds lame." I mean, I can't say what I really said back then, but I was like, that sounds awful. She's like, "No, it's like Christian version." I was like, "Yeah, that's not gonna work."
So back to Loki, since Jerry hasn't watched anything. I was the opposite. Like I thought, like I enjoyed the first episode, but it was kind of, they're gonna have another superhero that cries during everything. But then the second one came out, and I really enjoyed the second one. That was more of your God of Mischief. So I enjoyed the second episode more so than the first episode, but I think it's getting really good, and I'm very curious to where it goes, and I'm like Ryan.
I'm very curious where it goes. I'm with you.
Yeah, I'm curious like you. Is this a female Loki or is this Enchantress?
So when people looked at and the only reason I said that is like when people took screenshots of the credits for the Spanish versions, and it said the Enchantress's name.
Oh, really?
The real name. It's like Sylvie something or other, which, of course I didn't know that before because I don't know that much about her. But that's what people are like, rumor mill type stuff.
I say I don't speak Spanish, so I would have missed out on that. I'm glad, Brian, you're here.
Yeah, I mean, I saw a video that interpreted it for me because my high school Spanish is lacking.
I think I've only seen the first episode of Loki. There's a second one already, right?
Yeah, I mean, you're talking to someone who took Spanish class just so it looked good on his resume, and all he did was pay the dues. He never showed up for one of the clubs.
Hey, I had to take Spanish class to get a advanced diploma, which in the real world means shit.
Yeah, apparently doesn't mean dick, right? There's like 2 extra classes or some shit.
Apparently, I mean, I took 3 semesters of Spanish, and I
can't 3 year. Well, I guess they call it. Was it years back then? Yeah, whatever it was. I took 3 as well.
Well, I failed the first semester, so I had to retake it. So,
Joe tenía novia colombiana.
Have you guys watched that show on Netflix, Ragnarok?
I like Ragnarok. I haven't watched season 2.
I haven't seen it.
You're gonna like season 2. I'm actually more into that show than I am Loki.
Is it dubbed?
Huh?
Is it dubbed?
Yeah, but you can tell.
It's made in
the language. It's Norwegian, right?
Yeah, it's Norwegian.
It can be a little you're not used to hearing it.
No, but you can't really tell though. I mean, I don't really pay attention.
The language itself can take you. I thought it could take you out of it because I'm not used to hearing it.
No, I mean, unless you're like really paying attention to their lips, you can't really. I don't think you can really tell.
No, hold on. So you're doing it subbed or dubbed?
Dubbed.
No, it's dubbed. It's dubbed. Yeah.
No, but how are you watching it, Barb? Dubbed or subbed?
Same. It's dubbed on Netflix.
Oh, right, but you can also switch it to subbed. Is what I was asking. All I was saying is that watching the Norwegian, listening to the Norwegian language subbed, I would think might take you out of it because the language is.
But I don't think you can switch it. It's recorded like that.
Oh, really? Because I thought you could. I thought you could turn the options for a lot.
No, they don't. No, that's the thing. They have it. They have it on Netflix. It's already dubbed, and they're speaking English, but they have like that Norwegian accent.
Yeah.
So you can.
Really? Oh,
yeah. Cool. So it's not like American accent. No.
It's called Ragnarok.
Ragnarok. Yeah. So it's actors. I mean, the voice actors or whatever. It's dubbed, but they have a Norwegian accent, so you can't really tell. It's dubbed. It's good.
Yeah, in the chat,
you can change it to Norwegian.
I'm sure you could. But
I'm on it right now. You can change it, and it sounds.
Emperor's saying that the lip would bother him, but I think I was halfway through the season before I realized that they weren't speaking English.
That's the same thing that happened to me. I didn't realize it. So there was like this one scene where the girl, like they had her close up and her lips were kind of like not matching the word. I'm like, holy shit, this is actually not an English show.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not an American show. That's how I figured it. But it was like more than halfway through the show that I realized it.
Yeah, it's not like watching,
anime.
Kung fu shows where it's completely different. It's pretty close.
Anime.
Yeah, or anime.
I'm still here, jerks.
It's a good show. I like it. I really do. I'm really into it.
Yeah, I keep meaning to watch it. I've watched season 1. I haven't watched season 2, but
yeah, I watched the entire season in one day.
When you guys watch Money Heist on Netflix?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, that's a good one. Jerry, you watch that? It has nothing to do with comics. You may watch it.
Jerry doesn't watch
what's this Netflix you're talking about?
You don't have any streaming services, do you?
I have them all, actually.
Right?
I have everything except for Disney, and I had it, but I canceled it after I finished Mandalorian.
Oh, really? Wow.
Why?
I was kind of ticked off about them canceling the whole Gina Carano thing. I thought that was
dude, me too. Like,
so I thought that was pretty
some stuff that wasn't cool, but or she said some stuff that was like bored, insensitive maybe, but it wasn't like it's fucked up. She
just said something dopey. She just said something,
It was a little bit of a stretch.
I mean, we would all be canceled. This show.
Well, right. I mean, if you've never gone back to some of the DCXs I was on with Steven when he was in Hong Kong, I said some shit I really shouldn't have said.
Yeah, I mean, everybody would.
Surprised I haven't
be canceled,
gotten a
right?
letter from HR at my company.
Well, the fact that she said something very similar that the guy that plays Mandalorian, of course, Mandalorian, his was directed towards one group and hers was directed towards another group, so she got canceled. Obviously, they're not going to cancel Pedro.
Well, they canceled and they didn't cancel her, right? Because her episode of that Nat Geo show with Bear Grylls aired 2 months afterward. They put it on Disney Plus.
The whole thing with Star Wars is they were going to do a spinoff where it was all going to be about her character.
Yeah. Dude, honestly, I wish companies were more. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Sorry, Ark. Sorry.
I'm done.
Oh, all right. Well, fuck it. No, I'm just kidding. But sorry. Oh fuck! What the hell was I gonna say? The second drink was a bad idea.
Second drink?
Yeah, I made a second one.
Wait.
Where else?
Is it a sippy cup?
I'm actually just zooming in on you because your room looks good with that camera.
That's a big room.
Yeah.
It is. That's why I'm zooming in because I haven't really seen it this wide.
It's about 15 wide and 30 long.
Wow.
There's a joke in there, but I'm
Wait, is this your
I'm
room,
gentleman.
or are you talking about dong size?
both.
Oh, God.
All right. So I love your room, right? I love the colors of your walls and your shelves and whatnot. The only thing
That was my wife. I can't take credit for that.
The only thing that bothers me is how you've got Sabretooth, Wolverine, Sabretooth. So you've got 3 statues that are the same exact color.
I like how Ark looked up.
I like how it is.
At you.
Hey, forget about this guy. Go back to me. He's talking just so I can show you what he's talking. I actually think it looks better that way.
Really?
I do.
See, I like the color break.
I can see that too.
And see, that's why like my X-Men collection is my favorite collection, but my Spider-Man side, it pops so much more. There's so many different colors and everything. Of course, my Batman side is all dull and depressing and muted colors, right? You look at it and you're like, I should go hang myself. But my Spider-Man side is all bright colors and everything, and it's like, oh, everything in Spider-Man pops, and I want more of the Sinister Six and whatnot. But other than that, I'm heavy on.
But the X-Men should too, because there's so many different colors in all their different costumes.
I was gonna say there's bright fucking colors in that shit.
You would think, but I think my Spider-Man section pops more than my X-Men section.
Hey, are you getting that Nightcrawler bust to replace the one you've got right now?
You mean from Senor Screw Me Over?
Hey, Senor, it's gonna be ready next week.
Yeah, I'm not buying anything from him.
What scale is that Nightcrawler bust that you have?
What?
What scale is that Nightcrawler supposed to be?
It's life size.
Oh, really? Okay. I was gonna say if you said half and that Magneto below it is half, I was like, fuck, something's fucked.
Yeah, it's supposed to be life size, but because it's such a smaller version of him, that it looks more, it leans more half scale. But Nightcrawler is supposed to be smaller, and then I've got it paired.
Yeah, I don't think it looks bad. I think it looks fine.
Yeah, the Nightcrawler that I'm using is 1/5 scale.
I'm wondering if you shouldn't put him on a pedestal though.
What?
I'm wondering if you shouldn't put not a pedestal, like a riser.
I'll put you on the pedestal.
Oh, baby.
Art, do you have the Galactus legendary scale?
Of course. I'm so glad, Jerry, that you ignore all of my Facebook posts.
Oh, so ATV.
I just can't remember anything.
So ATV. My wife said she didn't want to listen. She started watching Castlevania, got 2 seasons through. So I was like, all right, I'll wait for you to watch it. Watch it together. Cool. And then she bowed out. What was it? Is this 3rd season or 4th season that just came out with Castlevania on Netflix? Anyway, she bowed out the season before, and I was like, really? You're not going to do it? And then she's like, the next day, so like a week later, she's like, I think I'm going to do it. So I'm literally just sitting here in limbo. If she doesn't watch the damn shit in another week, I'm just going out without her. Some mistakes, all TLDR, mistakes were made.
So we were watching all these shows that were important and everything. And then for whatever reason,
your wife or you and your kids?
Both.
Nice.
Because my kids stay up till 10:30 every night because we're terrible parents. But we were watching all these great shows, and then we somehow got into this tunnel of Malcolm in the Middle. So we've been watching this old show, Malcolm in the Middle, forever now, and all the kids seem to love it. So I'm like, no, let's watch this show that I'm going to watch, or let's watch Loki. It's Wednesday, and they're like, no, let's watch Malcolm in the Middle. So then I, make them sleep outside for 2 nights until they beg for Loki. But it doesn't seem too.
Yeah, Jerry. So the show's on Netflix, and it has nothing to do with anything Marvel related, comic book related. It's actual like Norse mythology. It's the actual Thor, Loki, the giants, all that kind of stuff.
Oh, I have to watch that.
Yeah, it's actually
that's for Ragnarok or the Norse.
The Ragnarok show.
Is that the Ragnarok that Justin and Rodney are always talking about?
No, this is different.
No, this is not as good. Hey, have any of you guys watched Invincible on Amazon Prime?
It's really good. It's based on actual Norse mythology. It's not anything comic book related. I think that's probably why I'm so into it, because I love Loki. That's one of my favorite characters in Marvel. But I do like the the whole. I've always been into like the Viking stuff and the gods and all that stuff. I think they're cool stories.
I mean, it's not Marvel based, but it is the story of Thor. I mean, that's what Thor is based on, anyways.
Yeah. It's the real story.
Right. I mean, it's the mythology of it. Not. I mean, you're at no point in this show where you're going to see an Iron Man show up or a Captain America show up.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Thor, and he's in high school.
Do you guys? Have any of you guys seen Invincible on Amazon Prime?
No.
I watched the first episode, but
you watched the end.
It was hyped up, so no, that's what everybody told me, that I should have watched past the credits.
God damn it, Jerry!
I'll go back and watch it. I watched it because it was hyped so much, and I was like, meh.
You watch that ending, dude. It sets a different tone.
Okay, I have to go back.
I think if you don't like it after that, I think that's probably a good representation of whether you're not gonna like or not like the show. I think, but the animation is fantastic, dude.
If you don't like that show, just let us know. We can stop having you on this show.
Oh, really? Is that it? You feel that strongly about it?
Jerry, we love you. Don't listen to Ark.
It's different, right? So Invincible, like the main guy, right? Or at least I think he's the main guy. I haven't finished watching it, but
the guy that looks like Tom Selleck Superman.
Right. But instead of Tom Selleck, it's the guy
Omni-Man.
It's the guy from all the Spider-Man.
Yeah, J.K. Simmons, man.
Yeah, exactly. So it's him.
You don't know these people's names, dude.
Yeah, but J.K. Simmons is old now. Well, I guess Tom Selleck's really old.
Yeah, Tom Selleck's way older than
Magnum P.I. Superman.
Tom Selleck aged like a fine wine. I don't know what you guys talking
He
about.
did. He's doing pretty well. I hope I look that good when I'm his age.
Is he older than you?
You got a couple more years, don't you, Jerry?
Is he older than you? Or?
I'm kidding, Jerry. I'm kidding.
Oh, yeah, my nose is itching.
Jerry,
I was actually curious. I wasn't.
Yes, he's older than me. You.
I have nothing but respect for Jerry. Jerry has created this monster that I have become. Whenever anybody brings up comics now.
Release the Archangel.
I'm pleased though that you're getting into it that much. I'm hoping that I'm putting up air quotes because I'm reading it slower than shit. I hope that once I get past like the GSX timeline, because I'm literally like 50 pages in, I'm just bored.
Really? See,
I'm not bored with what happens. It's just there's so much reading, and I'm usually hungover when I'm reading. I'm just like, oh my god. I could be doing anything right now other than this.
You know what you should do, Ryan? You should read Swamp Thing.
Well, you know what the funny thing is? No, but seriously, the funny thing is, when I read the Jeff Loeb Hulk run, I burned through that shit. And when I read the New 52 Justice League run, I burned through that. And Blackest Night, like you name it. Like, I shouldn't say you name it because it's not like there's been a lot of stuff that I've been reading. But when I have gotten into stuff, I really read it. So I feel like once I hit like the Fall of Mutants or Mutant Massacre, I'll probably be.
So where are you now as far as issues go?
I'm literally in the Uncanny, or the GSX. I'm literally 50 pages in.
So it's
Thunderbolt. I'm pretty sure dies in like another.
Okay, it's gonna be.
I can't wait for that because he doesn't shut the fuck up. It's like
it's gonna be a while because
a fucking replacement.
So that's like you're in the like early mid to late 70s right now.
Yeah, they just grabbed everyone from Krakoa and they're fighting. No, they shot him up into the air.
Yeah, it's going to take a while to kind of get to where it's not so wordy and there's and it's not the 9-panel setup anymore. And
exactly.
See, I'm the reverse. I loved Giant Size X-Men, right? Because you learn Fantastic Four, Mr. Fantastic. He makes everybody's costume.
Oh, by the way, Ark. He
makes
like everybody's costume in the entire Marvel universe. That's how they explain that costumes don't get torn off in battle.
Wait, what? Say that again, Jerry.
Ark's talking about the unstable molecules that Reed Richards developed, and that's how they explain why they can go through these battles, or like Human Torch can flame on and not burn his clothes off, and
unstable molecules in the costume.
Those were my.
That's what they called it. Yes,
unstable molecules.
That's weird. You would think.
Well, they made it up in 1961, so you got to give them some. Latitude here.
But like unstable, that's
what they called
way
it.
Of explaining it. Like it's not stable. That's how it doesn't fuck someone.
Well, first off, Stan Lee was not a scientist, right? So
no, that's sure. But
and he was writing back in the day when you got a lot of plausible deniability from.
But I feel like saying the two words "advanced polymer" would have been a lot better.
Yeah, but like Stan Lee probably didn't know the word polymer.
I guess polymer wasn't around then back then.
No, they were, but it wasn't
used for like
right. It wasn't a very common term, right? Not like it is today.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but you have to explain why. How does the invisible girl turn invisible, but her clothes turn invisible also? So that's how they came up with this, and then they brought it into X-Men, and Xavier says to the group, here's your uniforms. And by the way, Reed Richards gave these to me with unstable molecules, but that's how they explain away. There's I think even a story in Hulk which kind of doesn't make sense because his pants get all ripped up, but they never pop off. Right.
The suits are supposed to mimic each and every one of their powers or what they do for them to take that kind of form, like for Invisible Woman, for her suit to become invisible, or Human Torch to be lit on fire.
Yeah, which it's Giant Size X-Men. I mean, you had the new crew that Charles Xavier gathered to save the old crew. I couldn't put it down. If you were through it, I don't know if X-Men gets any better for you then. You know what I mean? Because to me, it started out on fire. And you have some moments like, to me, every time they went to the Savage Land, with the exception of Storm getting half naked, that was the highlight of Savage Land. So if you didn't like the beginning of Giant Size X-Men, I don't know if you'll be able to get through the rest of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Barb, have you and Nahami started watching Invincible?
No.
Dude, you're fucking up. It's literally in the high 90s on both critic and user ratings.
We barely had any time to watch any TV. I don't even know how we watched. We only watched Ragnarok because we literally had nothing to do that day, and we sat through the whole thing. Other than that, we haven't watched TV since then.
But I feel like watching YouTube is the same thing. Could be TV time.
I don't watch any YouTube. I have no time.
So, Ark, have you read?
No, we're chatting.
No, before. Oh, maybe that was I thought you were watching Rogues Gallery one night.
Well, that was that one night because I went to bed early.
It was an outlier. I got you.
Apparently, Ryan is the timekeeper.
I see.
No, I was just gonna say. I was like, wait, what? I thought you fucking No, I'm with you.
Oh yeah, that was on Wednesday. I actually was able to get to bed early. I was super exhausted, and I said, I'm not doing shit today. And I came home and whatever. I took a shower, went straight to bed. Didn't do anything. I went to bed at 8 o'clock, so I was like a little bit bored. So I started watching Rogues Gallery because I barely have time to catch anything. I get to bed late and wake up to go to work, and it's crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
But I even put on the TV. I'm already.
So, Ark, have you read anything in the more modern genre, where splash pages became more of a thing, and they cut way back at like 90s, late 90s into 2000s?
Yeah. As far as where I've read, as far as X-Men go, they had disappeared into Secret Wars, so I'm reading Secret Wars, which
that's mid 80s.
Yeah, it's still early on, but I was excited listening to the Comic-Con podcast with
Manimal? Zach? Yeah.
I love
that too. Me too.
But they were talking about how She-Hulk series that's coming out, how they named the villain, how it's what's her name? Titania.
Yeah, Titania.
Yeah,
Titania. And as soon as he said that name, it's like the first moment in my nerd history where I was like, I know exactly who that is. And I know that her first appearance is in Secret Wars. Dr. Doom creates her in the machine, the alien machine. He gives them,
Did she just get bigger?
Powers.
Is that her power?
Huh?
Is that her power? She just gets bigger?
I thought she was in a Hulk comic before then.
Oh fuck! Am I confusing the fucking DC character, the Wonder Woman anti here?
I think you are.
Yeah, you're confusing that. Her first appearance.
I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I could have sworn I saw that on
You're right,
drawing.
Damn.
Right? Some big.
Damn.
Yeah.
So,
what's her power?
Look at Snobby McComics.
What does Titania do? What's her power?
I mean, she's super strong.
That's it.
Yeah, pretty much. Like Dr. Doom, he created two people. He created her and created another one that pretty much becomes like volcanic molten lava type deal. But the one that we're speaking of, the new character in the She-Hulk, she's just really super strong. Like at one point when they're fighting all the Avengers and whatnot, like she picks up pretty much a tank type deal and throws it at them with zero effort. So everybody's like, "Oh, let's throw other things at them." And then the guy that, what's his name? Not Molecule Man, but he pretty much can control molecules.
Yeah, that's him.
Is that Apocalypse?
It's Molecule Man.
Yeah. Well, he ends up picking up a whole mountain and dumps that on all of them. And Secret Wars, which Hulk is like pretty much holding up the whole mountain.
Oh, I've seen that picture.
Which
I've seen that comic cover.
Yeah, conveniently everybody's safe inside this hole that they created as it was falling on them.
That's the Neanderthal Hulk with the big ass forehead, right?
Yeah,
the one you could land a helicopter on. I'm with you.
Well, he's not completely Nathan. I can't say.
He looks like one.
I'm from Alabama.
He's got that Kirby look to him, right?
Yeah, but he's got somewhat intelligence, but not completely Bruce Banner. He's that mix in between.
Half idiot.
But like I said, when I was listening to the Comic Com podcast on Spotify, if you want to join in and listen,
also on Apple iTunes and Pocket Cast.
Exactly.
Were they speculating on that, or is that already an expensive?
They were just talking about who was casted for that role and whatnot. But it was just like I said, it was my first moment where somebody starts to bring up something, and I knew everything that they were going to talk about, and it was very exciting because that's kind of what I've always wanted. Like I want to watch a movie where I've read the comics. To know what's supposed to happen and see.
Yeah, but then movies aren't going to be any fun for you anymore, and you won't want to watch them, just like me.
I mean, some things, I understand them wanting to change things to make it where it's not exactly what you read, even though the people that have read it want it to be that way. But it's exciting to know the real version. Like, I mean, I watched Infinity War, and then I read the comics, and I knew then that Silver Surfer is the one that crashes through the roof, not Hulk. Or that I read Planet Hulk, and knowing that Thor Ragnarok is a complete ripoff of that was supposed to be Hulk's story. Or if you want to go even further, the Days of Future Past, it's not Wolverine that gets sent back, it's Kitty Pryde. So I've always watched the movies and then read the comics and found out later, and then I'm ticked off. I would like to be ticked off as I'm watching it, knowing how it should be, and then it changes. But there's so many things in the comics that are really cool. Like I said, in Giant Says X-Men, the fact that Reed Richards made the costumes. I always thought that was such a cool thing, and thought that would have been an awesome way to introduce Fantastic Four, or even do like a teaser if you had a Fantastic Four movie where you see, Wolverine's costume or Storm's costume or anybody's costume, Banshee's costume off to the side that he's working on, kind of like how they did in what was it, Iron Man 3 or 2, where they had like a prototype of Captain America's shield as a teaser in the movie. I always thought that would have been a cool teaser, but they didn't do it. They didn't care. So that's my rant.
Gotcha.
ATV says, looking for a second job to support my statue addiction. There's a mirror factory down the street, and I can really see myself working there. That's a good one. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I took a job, and Ohami's having fun with it because now he can tell me, "Can you pay the shipping?" Oh man. Yeah, the other day he's like, "Hey, we got shipping on the statue." I'm like, "What are you trying to say, for me to pay half of it?" But the good thing is now I can get whatever statue I want.
What did that Batman Who Laughs?
How is that any different from normal?
Oh, shit.
I mean, isn't the entire collection your collection?
Is he asleep on the couch?
He's asleep on the couch, yeah.
There's nothing playing on the TV, it looks like.
No, he fell asleep.
That's fail.
Yeah, he was tired, so because he worked today. When you see him walk over there, it's because he can't probably stay awake.
The bed's too much farther, which is probably the same distance. I got you.
Too far.
Smart choices. I got you.
Well, he actually likes to lay down there and fall asleep. No, he loves to lay down there and play his video game and watch TV and fall asleep there. I have to get him out of that corner and get him to bed. He likes to sit there and look at he does that to look at his statues.
I understand that. I've fallen asleep a couple of times, which I don't know. When I fall asleep down here, I think it's more passed out than fall asleep because I've drank so much and been on one of these shows or at the after show type.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, how's it
Hey,
going?
what's going on?
What's up, dude?
What are y'all talking about? I tuned out for a second.
I think everybody did. I started rambling on, and everybody tuned out and started checking their email.
Talking about cocaine.
Everyone knows when you talk.
Oh shit.
So now that we got therapy here, now we can team up on everybody and talk about Swamp Thing.
Well, volume 1.
Yeah, of course, volume 1. So Barb, you're into that kind of twisted, you got your It and Batman Who Laughs, whatnot. You need to read Alan Moore's Swamp Thing. It's got a slow beginning, which is confusing if you know nothing about Swamp Thing.
Yeah, I vaguely remember the Swamp Thing movie. I haven't watched that since I was a kid.
Yeah,
that was terrible. One issue with like the little Teletubby things.
Yeah.
I skimmed through that. I figured it had nothing to do with the storyline, so I skimmed through it, and Jerry had already spoiled it for me anyways. So I kind of flipped through all those pages.
Mark, how far are you in volume 2?
I haven't picked it up yet. Like I meant to pick it up
next day because I got a few zingers I can send your way.
I'm about to start. I'll probably start reading it tomorrow.
Yeah.
But
I'm
Bart,
do it. I've just been working on this.
What is that?
Age of Apocalypse.
Oh,
What? That looks really thin. What is it? The prologue?
No, that's not him.
Oh, okay. I didn't see. I got a different perspective at first.
Yeah.
That's the Omni, right?
Yeah.
That I've read. Yeah.
Wait, so you read Age of Apocalypse before any of the other Uncanny stuff?
Yeah, because I was able to get that one a lot easier when I first started collecting them.
I tried reading this a few years ago and I was completely lost because I didn't know enough about the characters. So this is me revisiting it, and I didn't remember anything besides the obvious beginning.
But doesn't Age of Apocalypse happen in Uncanny Volume 4?
No.
I mean,
no.
Oh, you mean in the Omni?
No.
Yeah,
No, I think that one's still behind. I think it's still way before that.
Well, it's way after that.
Wait, so now I've got to buy?
Oh, Volume 4 is way before it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's way before Age of Apocalypse. That's what I was saying.
So I've got to buy Age of Apocalypse Omni?
You don't have it?
Damn it.
You
got to buy that. You got to buy the prologue to it.
You're a comic snob. You're not that good at
Hey, get a whole bunch of comics on your wall that you've never read.
There's a lot of truth there.
Sure. In it. So you
What
don't
say, Chris?
The omnibus I have has the prologue and Legion.
Oh, it does? Oh, I thought that was separate.
Yeah.
Wait, I think it is. That is separate. The prologue is different. Is separate of that. There's a separate Omni for it. I'm not saying you're not getting what you need. I'm just saying that there's like another book that gives you even.
Yeah, there's the quest. It's not technically an Omni, but
yeah,
it kind of builds up from him waking up from his coma, but that's about it.
See, I never ordered it because I forget who told me, but they were saying that it was in Uncanny Volume 4.
No,
I fucked up.
I've got to buy it.
Yeah, they fucked up. You fucked up. When I first read it, I read it in paperback form.
Did you?
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. Yeah,
that's the thing. Paper.
Yeah. Believe it or not, makes up an omnibus.
So is this Swamp Thing really that good?
Oh yeah, I loved it. That one issue.
So it's like I said, it's very supernatural vibe.
Mm-hmm.
But not only that, at least Volume 1, it almost feels like Swamp Thing is not even the main character. Like he just appears here and there in the main story.
Have you guys watched that CW show, the Swamp Thing show?
No.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, there's a show on CW, Swamp Thing. I think it's I don't know if it's 2 seasons or 1 season.
Yeah,
I heard that kind of leads up to the retcon. So there's if you read the Saga of the Swamp Thing from Alan Moore, it had this transformational change, this retcon in the story that kind of blew everybody's mind at the time. I think if you watch a CW show up to the last episode, they try to bring that retcon in. But that's what I've heard. I haven't seen it.
I'm trying to watch it, and I think when it first came out, I watched the first episode, and then I left it. I said, you know what, I'll just watch this when all these other episodes come out. And I tried watching it the other day again, but I keep falling asleep during the first episode. Not because it's boring, it's just that by the time I get to watch TV, I'm literally like 20 minutes there trying to force myself to watch something, and I can't because I'm so tired.
I heard it's really good, and we're mad that the DC canceled it or whatever.
Yeah, I wanna watch that too. It looks good, but I haven't. I mean, the first episode looks a little bit slow because you got some people like going into the swamp and testing the water because something's weird and growing and some crap. So I gotta watch it. It looks good. It looks interesting.
Hey, I'm gonna head out for the night. You guys have a great night.
All right, Ryan. Thank you.
Have a great weekend. Happy Father's Day to all that applies to. Thank you.
Happy Father's Day, Ryan.
Happy Father's Day.
Thanks, buddy. You too.
Yeah, happy Father's Day.
You too, Ark. You too, Ahami. Oh, thanks, bud. Yeah, thanks. All right, cool.
Bye.
All right, take it easy though. Seriously.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
All right, so Age of Ultron Age of Ultron, Apocalypse is now ordered.
Good. I've got the companion coming. I don't know how essential that is. I think that's just like bonus stuff.
Yeah. You should probably send your Daredevil omnibus to me. Probably don't want it anymore.
That'll come, Ark. You just have to be patient.
Exactly. I know it's so hard to be patient because I've gone back and forth with somebody on eBay and kind of
don't do that. Don't spend too much money on it.
Yeah, it's tough because I really like Daredevil. The run is really good.
You're trying to make somebody feel guilty.
Renzi?
Huh?
I've said meet before, Renzi. I haven't pulled up YouTube yet.
So, like I said, back to Swamp Thing. Barb,
Yeah.
it's
Awesome.
It's pretty dark. You have to get past the beginning where it's like, who are these people? I'm confused.
Yeah.
And then you can tell Jerry, like, oh, I started reading and I'm at this blah, blah, blah. And then he's like, oh, well, wait till you get to this part. And it spoils it and ruins it for you. Which will be like 4 pages later.
Come on. I thought you read that. I didn't. Come on. That's not fair. Art goes, do you think they'll make a statue of this villain? And I was like, nah, that person's not important. They'll do this other villain. And he goes, well, isn't he dead? And I said,
right.
I said, oops.
It's supernatural. Back.
But it got me very interested, like, because I've watched the Justice League Dark cartoon, and I thought that was really cool. But because I've read Swamp Thing now, I want to read Justice League Dark. So I've been trying to find a copy of that to start.
That's
reading.
coming out. Don't pay extra for that. That's going to be released. It was just solicited last month for pre-order.
It should be on pre-order.
But that's the New 52 style, right?
Right.
So it makes me think that I need to read Swamp Thing New 52.
You do.
Before reading that.
You need to read. There's a whole bunch of Swamp Things you need to read before you read that.
Apparently. And I'm sure maybe I can just tell Jerry that I'm reading it and he'll give me all the big scenes that happen. And I won't even
there's a guy on YouTube that does like a whole reading order. What the heck is his channel's name? It's like the Omnibus Collector or something like that. No, it's a different guy. He's called the Omnibus Collector or something like that.
Oh. But anyways, Barb, I think that'll probably be more your style. I mean, like,
I got a whole bunch of books on my Marvel thing that I still gotta read, and I haven't had a chance to read them. They're like halfway here and there, started and not.
I would say that Swamp Thing is probably more interesting than Batman Who Laughs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I haven't read.
And I haven't read a Batman Who Laughs. Here, I'll put it in the chat.
And how do y'all know?
That's the guy right there. I put it in the chat.
Oh. Is anyone watching?
Yeah, we still have a couple who are hanging in there.
Yeah, we have like about 30 people.
Been on Omar's channel.
But I'm excited to read Volume 2 of Swamp Thing, and then Jerry told me that there's a pre-order for Volume 3.
Mm-hmm. I pre-ordered that.
I'm sure once I pre-order that, then they'll announce the omnibus for it at a much cheaper price. But hey, tomorrow.
But it's a good thing. So, Art, the good thing though is the absolute is the artwork's larger and it's been recolored. And so even if they do come out with an Omni for the Alan Moore,
the same thing.
It'll be the artwork will look different.
Yeah. Which I'm glad that I got the new printed Volume 1 of Swamp Thing, so it didn't have all the binding issues.
So what Swamp Thing is it? Saga of Swamp Thing? No,
that's
Alan
a different
Moore.
one.
It says Swamp Thing in 1982 to 96.
It'll be, so if you're trying to do it digital, like there's the Saga of Swamp Thing, which is free if you have Kindle. But it's a different one.
Physical is absolute Swamp Thing for most.
Yeah.
I think they have some little small regular hardcovers and like a box that's coming out. But
Those are the old. Those are the old school coloring. If you go with that box set.
Yeah.
But it's the same story.
But pretty much absolute is the best.
Yeah, that's the way to go, I think.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Like I said, I'll probably start Volume 2 tomorrow.
But
but
the Amazon link.
Tomorrow I've got the Watchmen Omnibus coming in with Volume 1 and Volume 2 of Doomsday Clock, the hard copy.
Oh man, you're gonna. So, have you ever read Watchmen before?
I have not. We, of course, I've seen the movie. Jerry, I swear, if you spoil something else. I rewatched the movie the other day. Me and my wife were watching it. She goes, "You've got Watchmen, right? The comic?" I said, "No." So then I started looking it up, and I was like, "Well, now I've got to get it."
The show.
I did not watch the show. I watched just.
I really liked it.
The HBO one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it too. It's slow, but the end of it, the ending is great.
Mm-hmm.
But
can I tell you about more?
No, please don't. But so I had always thought that I had read Doomsday Clock, but because I would talk about how I disliked Doomsday Clock, and Jason, the Australian that would take his shirt off, he would tell me, he goes, "No, man, Doomsday Clock is awesome," but I was confusing it with the New 52 Scott Snyder run of Batman, where Riddler does a Doomsday Clock, where you have to do all this goofy stuff and it's boring and draws out and everything. So I always
riddles or whatever.
Yeah, I always thought that that's what everybody was talking about as far as the Doomsday Clock. But no, there's a different Doomsday Clock where it's Mr. Manhattan pretty much creates this Doomsday Clock, and Superman has to deal with it. So
Mr. Manhattan.
Yeah. So because I saw that, I was like, well, now that I've just rewatched Watchmen, I'm interested in that, but I want to read Watchmen before I read Doomsday Clock. So I'm going to get those two or three. It's 3 books. I'm going to get in tomorrow.
See, when I look it up, I get like Swamp Thing, The Bronze Age, Volume 1, Volume 2.
Bronze Age.
The Bronze Age one is an Omni. That's before Alan Moore. I put the link in the private chat.
Oh, hold on.
Did it also come with spoilers?
I can provide those.
Oh, okay.
I haven't read Watchmen, but I've heard that the movie didn't really do the characters right.
It's dense. It's I'm real curious to hear. I gotta be careful though, but I'm real curious to hear Ark's journey through Watchmen, because it's really dense. It's full of words. There's all kinds of stuff to read.
More than Claremont X-Men?
Oh yeah. There's supplemental stuff to read that's just paragraphs of text.
So when I get it in, I'm going to silence Jerry in all my chats. I'm just going to mute him.
Talk to him. Don't give him play-by-play.
Yeah.
I get it as Swamp. So I get it as a Saga of the Swamp Thing book 1. And it says Alan Moore. Let me see.
Yeah, that's not it.
Well, that is it, but you have to read those. That's a 6-volume set.
Yeah.
So that's not the absolute, but that's the same story.
I started reading that, and all the color. It's kind of like how Jerry said just a minute ago, how the absolute, it's recolored and everything.
Mm-hmm. I really like it.
Yeah, it's so like they've tweaked it, because I bought the absolute, but I was like, hey, if I can read it digital also, I would love to do that, so I can read it on my phone whenever I want to. So I read a few pages of it, and then I was like, well, I got to go back to the absolute and make sure that it's the same story. And the color variations and everything was so different. I was like, well, this is a completely different comic.
Yeah.
So I quit reading the digital. And Barb, I think the absolute volume 1, I think it's like just $50.
Yeah, I saw the price like the thing is that when I read it like late at night when I'm in bed, so I can't read books when I'm in bed.
Yeah.
That's why I like to read it digital, and I actually like it more digital. It's just easier for me.
Right. I always read, or because I can't find Frank Miller Daredevil anywhere, I read that on my phone. Like whenever I wake up, especially on the weekends, I'll wake up before my wife. So I'll pick up my phone and I'll start reading that comic while I wait for her to wake up.
I use a tablet.
What, Chris?
I can't read comics on my phone. I use a tablet.
So why is there one on Amazon that says absolute Absolute Swamp Thing by Alan Moore, Volume 1. It's $182.
Well, don't buy that one. You can get it for $60.
What's the difference? Why the hell is because once it's new printing, I don't know why.
Yeah, there was 2 printings. You want the second printing because the first printing has a binding problem.
Yeah.
And I think the first printing says Vertigo on it.
Yeah, instead of DC Black Label. I've got both because mine binding fell apart.
Mine says DC. I'm looking at it now, and it matches Swamp Thing Volume 2.
Yeah, I've got both of them because my binding fell apart on my first printing.
Hmm. So in the chat, they were asking, do you think they will have an absolute doomsday clock? I want to say I saw where they did an absolute. I know you can get.
Well, they did absolute Swamp Things. I mean, Watchmen, so they probably will do.
Right. Well, I know there's a soft cover that you can get of Doomsday Clock, and it's the entire 12-issue run. Or you can get the 2 hard copies, which is 1 through 6, and then 7 through 12. But I don't know if it's absolute or not. I imagine not. But I want to say I've seen somewhere where there's an absolute Doomsday Clock. But I could be wrong.
I'm sure there's an omnibus of Watchmen. I see a before Watchmen omnibus.
Yeah, and see, like on Amazon and everything, it's for like $100 and so. And I was at Books A Million, and they had it on a bin outside their front door for $9 and some change. So I need to go back out there and see if I can pick it up.
Cancel my. So they canceled
ATV is headed out. Which I think that, I mean, now that ATV is leaving, I think it's about my bedtime also.
Yeah, and I'm going to call it off now.
So I'm going to,
I'll wait till
I'll make another drink and then crawl into bed, or down another drink and then crawl into bed.
I'll wait till Jerry gets back.
just cancel the show while he comes back. Wait, what happened?
What happened? Everybody left. Yeah, sometimes I hate finding these the books, the digitals, because it's different. Like I don't know, it's weird. I was on the market looking for them.
I got mine on Amazon for like $50.
Yeah, no, I saw it. Yeah, I saw the link.
$100 for mine.
You paid $100 for yours?
Yeah.
Wow. I know the first volume 1 was $50, and then volume 2 was $80.
I think that's how much I paid for Jerry's extra copy.
You bought Jerry's extra copy? Jerry buys a lot of extra copies, I have found.
I gotta get it from what is it, Comixology or some bullshit.
Oh, yeah. I used to use that before I had Kindle Unlimited.
But if you have the Kindle, do you still have to pay for the book, or you just get it?
Well, Kindle Unlimited, you have, I mean, they have a bunch of books that are for free. Of course, I think you're paying like $9 a month for the service.
Yeah.
And then like I kind of switch between the two because like there'll be some books that I want to read that are on the Comixology. So I'll switch over to them and read a handful of books, and then I'll cancel that subscription and switch back to Kindle Unlimited and read a few books. But I know like the Frank Miller Daredevil Volume 1, it's free on Kindle Unlimited right now. But if I read Volume 2, I want to say even the digital copy is like $20.
Did you get to the Kingpin stuff?
That's where I'm at right now, is where they got to, they're not fighting him, but they're supposed to provide protection for him. He's just now coming back to the States. That's where I'm at.
Where it really got good for me.
See, I thought the whole thing was good. Like, you know, his start out with Spider-Man being blind and complaining about being blind and telling Daredevil, you know, you don't know what it means to be blind. And it's like, huh, really? And then, you know, finding out about Gladiator and everybody, like I've really enjoyed it. Like as far as like Uncanny X-Men is my favorite up until the point where we got the Mohawk Storm. But up until that point, X-Men was my favorite. And then Daredevil is a close second because of how it is. So that's why I'm constantly searching for the omnibus.
Well, it'll get reprinted.
Yeah. So I don't know if I want to wait till they reprint it. Or probably
one is on Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, I thought about buying the volume 2 and 3, the paperback versions of it, just to have it and read it that way.
Good.
But
it's probably on Marvel Unlimited if you read digitally.
Yeah, I may have to check it out, see if I can get it for a cheaper price.
Month to month.
Yeah. But
Tuesday is Prime Day, so might be able to get some stuff on Amazon Prime cheaper.
Oh yeah, that's right. Amazon Prime Day.
Yeah, it's I think Tuesday and Wednesday.
Yeah.
So it might have something cheap there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna call it a night.
Jerry's trying to pee.
So, Art, what do you think of XM Swamp Thing after reading Swamp Thing?
So as far as statues, I mean, I'm interested in all Swamp Thing statues, but I've got no room for Swamp Thing statues, so I'm trying to avoid it.
I meant like the pose.
Oh, the pose doesn't bother me. Doesn't bother me at all. If I love a character, it doesn't really matter what pose they're in. I want that character.
Yeah, it just doesn't look like Swamp Thing to me.
But anyways, Barb.
Well, everybody,
peace out.
Thank you for joining us, and I hope everybody has a happy. Well, at least all the fathers out there, everyone has a happy Father's Day. Whoever's a father, has a father, grandfather. Hope you guys really enjoy your Sunday. So take care, have fun, don't get too drunk.
A good one.
But did you look at me when you said that? So, kind of. No, but seriously, I hope everybody has a happy Father's Day. So enjoy your Sunday and have a good night. Peace out.
Yep.
Later, everybody.